Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George Clarke, and welcome to the Useless Hotline.
Woo!
TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little business.
We did indeed, and the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us. Some weeks we'll be joined by some special guests.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, this week's guests aren't very special.
No, but they
Apart
are
from-
guests.
Very true.
And yeah, George, so I mean, I've not seen you in, God, so long, maybe what, 2 days now? Crazy.
Gotta have been at least that.
It's almost like we're filming loads of podcast episodes so that we can have a break over Christmas.
Yeah.
Wild, but this one comes out on Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
And some would say that Christmas and the general holiday season is a time for family.
Yeah.
Do an ooh again.
Ooh, family.
So that should give you a little bit of a hint as
Sorry,
to
it
who
was
our
on the
guests
title
are.
and the
Shut up,
thumbnail of
George.
this
Shut up,
video.
George. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I feel like we should just get straight into it, unless there's anything that you wanna go over.
Nothing.
Nah, you don't care. You don't care about me. You don't care about anything. It's fine.
But what have you been up to, Max? Huh?
Oh my God, what did I do? I did something.
Oh, it looks
I
like
went
they're
to shut up. I went to Jade Thirlwell's birthday party dressed as an emo.
Nice.
And you commented on the video, and I've waited for this moment to correct you, just because I wanted to make you feel like an idiot in public. So you commented, "Can't wait for the next Exploded Diaper concert."
Yeah.
But the band's called Loaded Diaper.
Oh, that's
Oh my God, I bet
cool.
George
That
feels
is cool.
so small, so silly. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, kids. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do feel very silly now, actually.
Yeah, you
That
do.
is-
You should.
Yeah.
You should. And that's all I wanted to say, really.
Exploded diaper is a little bit too...
Bit graphic.
Yeah.
Bit too much.
That's a level up.
Yeah, it is. Maybe that's like but maybe that's when they break up and then they come back for a tour like 10 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That'd be a
cute.
reformed diaper.
Oh.
Exploded would be when they broke up.
Made out of recycled materials.
And should we get our sisters in?
Yeah. I think they've arrived. Right, okay. There we go. Right, oh my gosh, right. George, I've just had confirmation from the receptionist that they've arrived.
Fantastic
look, they're
news.
here.
Here they are. Come on in,
ladies.
girls.
Woo!
It's the sisters.
It's our sister.
Max's biological grandma.
Would you like to introduce yourselves, ladies?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm George's sister, Emily.
Woo!
I'm Max's sister Ellie.
And together
So
we're Emily and Ellie.
This is so weird.
I know, it's really strange.
Even our
Can we
names are
stop?
quite similar.
Yeah, they
Like,
are.
Emily.
Oh.
That should be really nice.
Yeah.
That's Emily with a
just my
speech impediment.
Emily.
Oh God, I feel very weird that you're both here, and I also feel very uncomfortable because I just know that. I know that my sister is literally going to probably ruin my life right now.
I will strive to.
So I'm scared. How are you feeling, George?
I feel like you wouldn't try and throw me under the bus. I said throw me under the bus, it'll be funny, but she was like, I
I
can't.
just can't do that.
The thing is, I try to do that all the time
Yeah.
too. So you
It
know,
sounds
this-
like we're very different people.
Right, well, what we do with most of our guests, when we
Yes.
get them to come on, you'll see you've got two lovely mugs there. If you could just
Yeah,
have a
they're
look in... Oh my God.
Sorry,
You
guys.
tried, it's all right. If you could please just have a look in that cabinet behind you. Ooh.
We're very excited for
Oh,
this moment.
so many sex toys.
Oh my God.
Come on, company property.
Ellie!
This love.
Oh.
I'm not used to this. Sorry.
Actually,
It's
one
placed
time
here,
it's
I
not an
think. Is that
influencer.
correct?
If you could both
Jesus.
please pour yourselves a drink.
Jesus
for Ellie.
Christ.
Oh my God.
Swiveling It's swiveling hard. I'm gonna stay still, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like me to grab yours?
Ooh, yes, please.
What you feeling?
I would say that middle section is horrible.
Steer clear from the, like, what's it called?
The
Pineapple
cream.
cream. That's
Pineapple
been...
cream.
The
but it's
pineapple cream
curdly.
has genuinely been there for like probably 10 months and it's been
Oh
over.
yeah,
but
no,
sieve
they
your way through
need
it.
to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not nice at all. But yes, oh wow, you both picked very well. Look, Ellie, we've got the same one. Look at us.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't actually got one. which is
Oh,
Would you
nice.
like one?
Do you want more?
Yes, please, guys. Thanks.
Oh, treat yourself.
Surprise me. How about that? Ooh, I'd say steer clear of the cream.
I think he'd get food poisoning. It's definitely.
General rule of thumb.
Audio.
Oh yeah, you can let them
I
know.
am.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Emily is
I
clearly
actually
an avid fan. Oh my gosh.
I
So,
watch.
yeah, so Emily, if you would just like to describe to the audio listeners what you are
I'm
doing with that can,
I'm
please.
not placed- oh, sorry. I have just opened it up
Oh.
with my thumb.
Oh. Specifically the thumb. No, that's specifically audio listeners.
Thanks,
And
just
I'm
down the
about
reach.
to
Thanks,
pour it
Ellie.
in.
I've just
Should I
handed
bring
George
it
a
up?
little
Thank-
octa-based drink.
Oh, the ASMR. Look at this. Go on, Ellie. Oh,
Oh, that's a good
that's
crack.
that was great.
I've said that to a Balegde before.
Oh my god. And yeah, for the listeners, Ellie is now. I know,
I'm
yeah.
now pouring
I chose
it
to
in.
ignore that actually. Just out of, I think I had a trauma response there. But guys, this is
fruity.
amazing.
Thanks for having us, guys.
You are
Yes.
very welcome. I feel like this is,
A
you know,
cheers?
perfect episode for you all to be
Cheers,
here.
Liz.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait for
George,
Jumping the gun a little bit there,
I
guys.
can't reach, but let's pretend.
A little bit
Yeah, you
premature.
There we go.
There you go.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, George. There we go.
Thanks very much.
Oh, I'm not drinking out of that actually. That's from last episode. Oh my god, I can. There's literally mold.
No,
right. Anyway,
don't.
let's just leave it there. It's fine.
Why did you not look at your
disgusting.
mug before you?
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it's
drink it out of
horrible.
this because I'm not gonna
Oh, this
get
is actually
poisoned.
nice.
Yeah. Right,
It
guys.
smells like a
crackum.
salad but tastes like a fruit.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
feedback on that.
Yeah. Well, I thought that we should first just dive into some general, you know, chit chat. I know obviously you quite well, Ellie. Oh, George. For the audio listeners, George is attention seeking.
George is now scooping and
that's
scraping
great.
his Invisalign out for all.
I wouldn't show that off.
No.
No, it
Yeah, I
definitely
saw
needs
a
a
big
swill.
strand of
Needs a
I'll
swill.
make an
saliva.
edit of that one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Emily, what is the age difference between you two?
2.5 years, right?
2.5
Is
years.
it 2.5 years?
Sometimes 3.
Okay. Depends if it's a leap year.
It's 2.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay then.
It's
But
not
I am.
sometimes 3. It's
I know,
just
but sometimes
during that
I-
time you
yeah.
are 3 years older at
Yeah,
some
right,
points.
okay.
And then
Sorry.
it's
Yeah. So it
How
gets a
many
little
how many school years apart were you?
bit,
3, right?
3, I guess.
Right, so you got the
Yeah.
experience. Did you go to the same school?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
See, me and Ellie never got because we are 7 years
Oh.
apart. So
Right.
literally,
Are
as
you?
7 years apart.
Yeah,
I look
as-
know that.
very young.
You
I
do.
I did.
and I look
Interesting
very
heritage.
old.
Yeah.
I assumed you were the younger sister.
Yeah, of course. All right, George. She's not interested. She's gay. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we never got the experience of being at
Being
school
together.
at the same
No.
time because literally, as you left school, I then joined
Yeah.
that one.
Well, we didn't go to the same school anyway. Max went to
Oh, well.
one for disadvantaged and struggling youth.
I was literally like, what? Did I not go to the
Look at you
same
now.
school as you?
Yeah, we did.
That really confused me
Even
there.
our sister, my mum had us all at like, to be honest, like trajectories apart where when one child became sufficient, she
With
then had
you.
another one.
Love
Which
that.
I just
Oh.
think is dumb.
It's stupid, actually. Yeah, we've told her that before. I mean, she's due another.
Any day.
That's just prolonging parenthood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's been a parent. Like our sister is she's 16.
32 years.
So
you could have just said
legally
what
you
your
can't-
age is. That would have been easier.
I know, but yeah, but I'm saying because our younger sister's 16 though, she can't like she's still on
Right,
the cusp
yeah,
of like
yeah.
you.
She's
still,
always had a
Yeah.
young child.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
for
Yeah.
32 years.
Yeah, that's long.
That's
isn't
Who
it?
too
could
much.
be arsed with
I
that?
couldn't.
That's like right now me having a 16-year-old.
I would have put my last one down if that was me.
I would have put it down if it were you as well.
Right. Okay.
I
Okay.
Why don't all Balegdes make funny jokes?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now
That's
Max
crazy.
has got two
Proud.
bullies at the table.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I want to dive into. I mean, obviously, I know George.
Yeah.
Don't want to dive into George. That's disgusting.
Not interested,
clarify.
he's straight.
No, not happening. But yeah, I think that this is going to be a really great episode because we're going to get to like learn more.
More about
I'm going to
George.
learn hopefully more about George.
Baby
and
George.
maybe people
Yeah.
are going to learn more about me. I'm sure that my sister has picked out all the nice parts of
Gorgeous
my life to
ones.
talk about.
I'm very disinterested, so it's hard to.
Yeah.
I'm more interested to hear about Baby George.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
nice. nice.
Thank God. Yeah, you sound like
This
the
is
YouTube
cute.
comments. Thank you. So I thought that we could play a game of Mr. and Mrs., otherwise known as Brother and Sister.
I said brother and
Brother and
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Sisters.
sisters. But that's hard because
Okay.
you can be the brother and you can be the sissy.
Right. Okay.
Keep it going, yeah.
Okay.
I
Right.
just don't have this energy.
It's called bullying. We're just dressing it up.
Oh my God. Right, so I'm gonna do. Let's all just do a magical transition. Should we all clap?
Okay.
And then when we
Magical
clap,
transition.
We'll
we'll
be-
all swap and we'll be in different places. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
It'll make sense in the edit. 3,
Shotgun on your
2,
lap.
Under the
1.
table.
Whoa! Oh my
Wow.
God! I didn't even know
Look
that
at that.
teleportation
That was
existed.
crazy.
Look at that! Look at brothers and sisters together.
Together forever.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
touch me.
Ellie, they did a proper hug. Come on,
Oh.
we have to do it. Right.
Look at that, eh?
Right. So.
I love it.
So the rules of this game are that me
Okay.
and Ellie have come up with some questions, and you two have come up with some questions,
Yes.
and we're going to ask each other, and then we're going to blindly say who is most likely to do that certain
Are
thing.
we
With you?
pointing, or are we making it audio listener friendly and just saying the name of the person?
We can't. Yeah, say the name of the person. That's actually better.
Love that.
You're welcome, audio listeners.
Right. So do you want to go first and ask us the first one?
Okay.
We'll
I was
put our
confused
backs
which way you
put our
meant.
backs to each other, Ellie.
You don't
Sorry,
really
Max,
need
you
your
just got a
backs.
Oh, yeah,
notification
we
on
don't
your
need
phone
our
that said there's a person at your downstairs.
Yes. No. We have a camera.
Oh.
I
in
don't
our
want to
house.
know what that is.
Yeah, I have a camera in my house, and we get a
right.
notification. It's really
There's
fun,
a person
actually.
at your
downstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah, it's just Andrew walking
Yeah, I was
around.
going to say, for Andrew would start the roleplay
Oh
earlier.
my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
My
Right.
granddad's watching. Yeah.
Well, I say this
Shout
every
out to
episode.
Granddad.
Shout out to Granddad.
Granddad.
Hey,
Should we do a
Granddad.
quick shout out to all of our families?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
You guys go
You go
first.
first.
Shout out, who watches these? Do Mum and Dad watch them?
I think so.
Oh, shout out Mum and Dad.
Granddad's.
Granddad, shout out you.
Anyone else?
Josh will be watching.
Josh will be watching.
That's Emily's
Josh.
fiance, for those not in the know.
Who will be watching ours? Shout out to nobody.
That was what's
We can
mothball
post them
thing
Tumbleweed.
called?
on Christmas.
Tumbleweed.
That's
Yeah,
it,
mothball.
really large.
Cue the mothball.
I think we can force our family to watch these.
Our
ones.
auntie watches it.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Auntie Sue. Auntie Sue
Oh,
watches.
This will be
Big
around
ups,
Christmas, so you'll be
and
watching at the same
then-
time.
Yeah. Grandma, we'll make Grandma watch
Grandma
if
watch.
she
I
can
don't-
work
it depends
out.
what's said. I'm not
Yeah.
committing to anything.
Okay.
Until
At
we
this
stage.
stage.
Mum, Dad.
Until what he has said.
Love
Yeah.
you all. Martha, little sister Martha.
Martha
Love you,
won't
Martha.
listen.
Martha might
Martha
listen.
won't listen.
She
She's
won't
busy.
listen.
She's
She don't give a
got
shit.
things
Yeah. Right, okay. Brother and
Okay.
sister. You
So
go
just say the
first.
name. So
Okay.
instead of you or me, say
Okay.
Max or Ellie.
Okay.
Right.
And count us down as well. So we say
Okay.
it at the same time.
Who
ready.
got told off the most?
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Max. yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
I
it was
feel
you for
like
sure.
I randomly went like quite badly behaved in high school.
No, you were funny in high school, but you were an asshole when you were little. But you were naughty
No,
when
I
you were
was
little.
no, I wasn't at school. I was are you on about in the home?
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you
okay,
about?
right. I
Oh,
thought you
were
meant
about
like in
told off by
general.
teachers?
Wait, you got
Oh,
put
yeah,
in a
like
home?
all together.
Oh, I thought you meant
When I got ripped apart from the family, do you not remember it?
I thought you
yeah.
meant in general.
Well, yeah, in general, I guess that means like everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably me then. Although you had some highlights. I mean, didn't you like throw a chair once at our mother
Disgusting.
No, down the stairs.
down the stairs?
Towards our mother, not at her.
Any reason?
I was 27 and no. No, it was
I
when
love
I was
that
a
you
stroppy
trick
teen.
Max
I was a
every
stroppy
time.
teen. Yeah. I was a
was a
stroppy teen.
Great times.
But I wasn't that naughty. I was quite good.
No, I was just like,
You were bratty as a little boy. You
Yeah.
were bratty. So
I
you
would
need
hate
to
to
be
have
told.
looked after you as a. I
It
hate
was
to look
very
after you
whiny,
now.
yeah. It was very whiny and like
Yeah, I
naughty
get
and
that.
demanding.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
used to be really demanding.
Very
like
naughty.
maybe
it's going great, guys. I'm so glad you came.
yeah. When he was like maybe between the ages of like 3 and 5, like just toddler.
4.
He was yeah. Well, thanks, then. Yeah, he had a really unhealthy obsession with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
he
shoot
would
you.
call them his engines, like that. Yeah. And he would, I know, George, you're gonna love this episode. So much. And he would demand engines, and if you didn't get an engine for anything that he did, like if he got to like put your call, like get ready for school, Max, or get ready for nursery, no, you won't get an engine this week. And he'd be be like, my engines. And he used to have
First
a
of all, I didn't have an accent like that.
and he used to list them. He had this poster on the back of his bedroom door, and before bed he'd sit down and he would list all 50 engines, and he would sit there going like, Thomas, Gordon, Percy, Bertie, blah, blah, blah.
That would be a long
I'm
night
so glad you
routine.
came, Ellie.
And do you know what his
Honestly.
favourite engine was? You know, don't
Wasn't
you?
it called like Lady?
Lady.
Oh, of course.
The one female engine.
Lady.
A sign
Eerie
of things to
foreshadowing of
come.
things to come.
And Max would be like, where's Lady?
Why do you keep speaking
don't
as if
know.
I was like fucking Prince George? Where is Lady?
Where are my engines?
I was probably like, where's my engines?
No, you were very shrill, like, where's my engines?
Oh.
Right,
Yeah.
moving on.
So
He was quite
good.
naughty
Moving
because
on.
of his engines.
So that's
So
nicely
funny.
covered. Who got told off the most?
Right, this one is for you guys.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Who do your parents like more? 3, 2, 1.
Emily. No, they don't really.
That's valid.
No, they don't really.
Thanks, Mum and Dad.
No, it's just I remember to like talk to my parents, you know,
Right,
check
yeah,
in.
Yeah.
I organise the gifts.
Right.
Gio
okay.
just signs, you know,
Yeah.
signs on dotted line.
Yeah.
But they do love you, really.
Aww.
Do they?
Absolutely.
That's nice of them, isn't it?
Absolutely. No, they're very proud of you.
Aww.
No, they're very
That's weird.
supportive
They are
parents.
gorge,
yeah.
gorge
I don't know what
times.
that's like.
No. Right, let me know what
That was
it
what
is.
the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
I'm loving this
Wow.
episode already.
That's quite scary, actually.
Right. Oh. Do you want to do the next one? You can switch it up if you want. You can go for that one.
Okay. Who's more straight?
More straight.
Oh my god, okay, wait, let me think this through. Okay, right. I've got an answer.
I don't know. I'm scared of your reasoning, the things you might say.
Oh my god, actually, this is so difficult.
I said I didn't want this to get sexual, and I feel like that's the way it's going to go.
It doesn't have to get sexual.
Not like
What do you mean? Ellie, we're not all about
Prove it right now.
You just have to say
Prove
the.
it. Prove
all
it.
your listeners. It's getting wild here, okay? You can't see what's happening, but my sister just took her top off.
Dear listeners.
Okay, I don't know. I
You
want this
just
question
say
to be
the
over.
person's name
Right,
as
okay,
well. Yeah,
okay,
that's what we want to.
right, I'm ready.
Count them
Right,
in.
count us down.
Count them in.
Oh, sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Ellie.
Max.
Oh.
Right, okay, well, I mean, my thought
Ooh,
process
you took
at
what?
first,
How sexual we go?
my thought process at first was that I had a girlfriend, whereas Ellie never had a boyfriend.
How do you
With
know?
you.
I had so many boyfriends.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
So that kind of leans towards it. However, if you were to look at us based on like stereotypes, I had a bob. I had a bob. I did gymnastics, and my favorite TV show was Glee. So
My favourite engine
Telltale
was
signs.
Lady.
yeah, so it's kind of like.
But then I got a full goalkeeper's outfit for my 10-year
Yes, you
10-year-old
did.
birthday
That is
party,
so
including with shin pads.
Yes, she did.
Just those things.
And the first time my mum made me go to football like training, I burst into tears when they said that we were going to be dribbling because I thought it meant like spitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And I remember it still in my head as like a really traumatic event. So again, that's so gay.
It is, yeah.
However, your favourite shows were things like not Shameless, what was it called?
Shameless?
Skins. And my
love
sister actually,
Skins.
there was this like one lesbian character
my
in
God.
Skins. And oh my god, it was so great. My sister, I remember she made me watch it the night before she did this thing, and she was like, "I'm gonna dye my hair the same color as this girl." And this girl had like, do you remember kind of like Frankie
was
from the
platinum.
Saturdays?
Yes,
like,
it was
vibes?
the
Yeah.
cut, wasn't
But it was
it?
platinum blonde, so it was like all coming down short here.
Right.
So she was like, I'm going to get this hair colour. And I was like thinking, okay, that's a bit interesting. Next day, she got her friend to box bleach her hair in the shower.
We didn't know about
Nice.
toner.
Yeah.
That's the key thing. We didn't understand, like,
we?
Yeah, I went ginger at one point.
And then it was my dad's wedding, very close after.
they
Oh.
accused me of trying to ruin the wedding.
Yeah, well,
Because I was that ugly. Like, can you imagine being so unattractive? Someone is actually like,
You did this on
trying to ruin my
purpose.
big day with your fucking face and hair.
You were cut out.
and do you know what? It was
Oh.
valid because
It
it was
was.
bad.
It was
I
that
cried No, there's a picture of me where we got a hairdresser to come to the house because I refused to leave the house, and I'm sobbing, and you're giggling in the background, and my mum took this picture, and I'm like, but proper like red blotchy snot tear. It was awful, and I pretended for about 2 days I loved it.
Yeah, she was walking around like, I like having
This is
yellow
the
hair.
best.
Like,
Yeah.
I love it.
No, it was awful. So I'd
was
say
really
that.
bad.
I don't know then. Who would we decide?
I was just gonna say you've put your dick in a girl. That's where I was going.
Ellie! It didn't need to do that.
No one's ever made Max.
straight
You
to
did
the
that.
point.
He's
Let's get
never
straight to
reacted
the
like this before. This is great.
The only reason I know that is because of this podcast.
No,
Absolutely.
you don't have to say. You're there like, oh my god, I'm so worried it's going to get sexual. 2 minutes later, you're saying
Straight
that.
in.
No, I was wanting to get it just out there. Because that was
More.
my reasoning.
Oh my
that was my
God.
reasoning.
Okay, right, I'm more
See, now you know how I feel.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I feel
Smashed
sick.
it down.
Well,
Right, we're moving on.
next.
Right, Ellie, you read out the next one. Which one should we?
shall we choose?
Maybe.
I can't tell with your shake what you're pointing at. the school
No,
one.
no, the one after.
Who's
Just that one.
Who is the most spoilt?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've got my answer.
Are you ready?
have you? Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Emily.
You're
The most loved is
You're
the
such
most
a
spoilt.
daddy's
I am a
girl.
daddy's girl. I am.
You can tell whenever you want something from dad because your voice
Yeah.
completely changes.
It does. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dad, yeah. Can I have
You
this?
also have an ill voice that you put on.
An ill voice?
Yeah. Whenever you ring them, you want sympathy.
I do have a voice.
She has a voice she puts on when she's ill, like, I really did want to come to see you today. But
Yeah. I'm just too ill.
I'm sick.
Oh, that's quite mean. It's just my voice.
Just my dainty
Just
little
my,
voice.
yeah, just my little girl
Wow.
voice.
Did you ever like fight over like you got this and you got this? Because I feel like because we're so far apart in age, we got very different things, so we never really had that.
I mean, I still complained. You just didn't know you were too busy surrounded by engines. And all of your goods.
No, I don't think so.
Our parents
They're
make
very
it
fair,
like
aren't
yeah,
they?
they
Oh, okay.
deliberately like track down pretty much to the pound how
Everything that
much they've
they've
spent on
spent.
each other.
Right.
I think that's the
Very
safest
cute.
way to go about
Written
it.
in the notebook.
Our
Yeah.
grandma does that, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
If
Oh.
one grandchild, like, if she gives you like £3, you'll get
Yeah.
a call being like, "Oh, I gave cousin
Yeah.
whatever a block of cheese, so I need to give you a £5."
Yeah, she literally.
Oh,
did
that was a
call
nice
you.
Christmas.
Do that with the
Yeah.
cheese. That's
Yeah.
a real example.
No,
Sadly,
genuinely,
yes.
our grandma gave one of our
I think
cousins a
it-
block of cheese.
No, I think I was the cheese recipient. I think actually.
No,
The
because
chief
she-
recipient.
She gave it
Of
to,
the
she gave it
cheese.
to Andrew, you said.
Oh,
She
and
gave
then-
it to Andrew and then she gave you the
and we all
amount of
got
money that the cheese
yeah,
That the
we
cheese
all
would
got
have been.
like
That is very
It's
fair.
like 4
Why are
quid.
we just like glossing over that? Like we're trying to figure out who the cheese got given to, not why was cheese getting given to anyone.
I don't know really. I think maybe it's
Just
like
go fair.
maybe
Cheese
it's
is
like
expensive
superior.
these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might just been a nice bit of cheese.
Bit of
I don't know.
cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Love a bit of cheese. Let's see.
Right, you guys up next.
Okay. Oh,
This Emily came up with this one, so blame her.
okay.
Whose partner do your parents prefer?
Oh.
Ooh. I mean,
Well, Becky's been around for like 10 years longer than Andrew.
Well,
has.
don't start giving
okay,
reasonings
right,
out.
right,
Yeah.
right. Should we just answer it?
okay.
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
Wait,
Max.
what are we saying? Wait.
Well,
I meant
that's just
Becky
ruining the game.
or Ellie. I was gonna
Right.
say like us.
Right, well, I'm just going to back myself because I think Becky's a bitch. Becky, if you're watching this is a call out, all right? Fight me.
I just
Ooh.
feel you
No, I
would
love
lose
Becky.
that fight.
I would lose that fight.
I think she's been around longer.
Mm.
As in she's older or she's been with you longer?
Both.
Oh,
How long have you and Becky been together now? Like 10
9
years? 9 years.
nearly
And they're
9
married.
Oh, and
Nearly
yeah.
9 years.
Me and Andrew have been together coming up to 3 years. But I think my mum fancies Andrew a little bit, so I think that wins
Oh,
points.
yeah, slightly. Well,
Who's going to break the news to her?
Every
I
time
really like this friend you keep bringing around, Max.
Every time that I speak about him, she just goes, "Oh, make sure he never breaks up with you." And I'm
Aw.
like,
Do you
why
know
is
the
it never a
reason
why
question
we
that
say
I'm
this?
going
I
to
would
break up with
be.
him? Like,
because
what's
we're
happening?
all like, we can't let Andrew break up with Max because then we would have to deal with Max. Like that's the main reasoning for that. It's not an I love Andrew. It's like we've seen. We're now on the good side of things. We don't want to go back.
But also, you've experienced Max single in his age before TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never
It would,
experienced
it would
the same
now
now.
be, that would be
Oh, that would be horrific.
That would be horrific.
That would be unbearable.
That would be. I honestly think I would go off the rails in such a critical, life-changing way.
I think I'd have to like consciously uncouple from you, like just away from you completely.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, I think my mum she likes them both for different reasons.
I think she likes them both.
I
for different
genuinely
reasons.
do. Think
They're very different people.
they're very different people.
Well, they're not
I'm
actually
glad
that
that was the answer, as opposed to just, oh yeah, no, it's Andrew.
Yeah.
She
No,
hates
I just
Becky.
knew that Ellie would say Becky, so I was like, I can't also just like fuck Andrew over
That'd be
like that.
so funny.
Because
But I feel like my mum likes Becky because she tidies up when she comes round, and she likes Andrew because he's like so polite.
yeah, whereas
So you're
Becky's
saying-
really rude.
Yeah, you're saying
she's
Andrew's
just-
messy
Yeah.
and Becky's
Becky's
rude.
just got from that.
Becky's gone past that now. She's at the point where she can like
Yeah.
yell at them. Like,
Yeah.
she had a-
And it's just
like, or
accepted.
just like get involved in like the
Yeah.
Punch my
Go
mum
to
in
your
the
room.
yeah.
Aw.
Oh well.
It's nice.
We didn't
We
like
love them
that,
all.
do
We love
we?
them
We
all.
like
We
them
love
all.
them all.
Because George doesn't obviously have.
That's
No,
it's not
it
got
never
it.
has, and
Um,
probably never will.
No, so
it's
just-
Bless him.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Just
the-
Thanks for that.
Just the 5 minutes.
Not that every family gathering doesn't get mentioned.
I know. They always sort of look like waiting at the door. Is anyone else coming in?
Do you think?
It's just you.
Do you think? I often think this to myself. Do you think our family think I'm gay?
I mean, someone has asked me once.
I just believed you.
It's because I was telling the truth.
Have they not? Have they actually?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm not going to
For the
divulge
audio
that on the
listeners,
podcast.
Emily's nodding. Emily's nodding and grinning.
I mean, like,
It's quite rare. Not. It's
How
not
old are
nec-
you?
He's a year younger than me.
24 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
see,
you did
you're
have
as old
that
as I
really
thought
nice
you were.
girlfriend when Mum was ill. Remember?
Yeah.
She was good at, what was it,
Well, I
Vine?
was like year 9 again.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah,
count
he was
those
12.
relationships,
No,
but
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
doesn't
count
count.
that. I like to tell him that he's never had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to
yeah,
count that one.
yeah, no, I understand. No, but you've had friends.
That sounded not
Sarah.
true.
Yeah,
Sounded like you was making that up. You
really,
have
really
had
had to
There's
try.
some
friends, right?
imaginary ones
Yeah.
out there.
Sounded like you were
No.
asking him more than
I've
telling.
had
Yeah.
friends,
Just
yeah.
to clarify.
just not female.
girlfriends.
Special ones.
No.
See, that doesn't help the gay agenda actually as
No.
well. It's-
No.
I've seen
Obviously,
him.
nothing wrong with that.
If
Yeah.
it's,
Well, evidently.
Is this?
No, actually,
Just putting
tell you
that
what,
out there.
Emily.
we
Thank
ate you
so
lot.
much. Thank you.
Just to clarify, guys.
what an ally.
That's good because I was thinking I was gonna get hate
Yeah.
crimes, so I can
Imagine
Right, to
Emily
launch
just
a
swells
breathe
up.
a sigh of relief right now.
So there's a
gotta
reason
say.
we're both on this side of the desk.
Yeah. Away. No.
Oh, bless him.
But no, one day it will be a situation where we can double date, you know? But
That'd be
until
nice.
then, you're just the wheel, aren't you?
Aw.
My favourite third wheel, you
What
know?
sort of person do you think George would need to find for it to be a girlfriend?
A
Female?
girl.
Big-
Yeah.
big one?
Pulse?
A pulse.
Did you just say blind? I think Ellie quietly
Whoa.
whispered
If anything, that's worse that only Max heard it.
I heard her whisper something and then I realised afterwards.
I kind of forgot it was a podcast for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to say that or not.
Right,
There
go
we
on,
are.
Emily, what do you think?
I feel like they have to match your like humour because you're very
Yeah.
like witty and funny.
Let's say that again.
And I guess also just understand your life now.
Yeah, that's
You know?
valid.
Yeah.
Understand
That
that people will be stopping me in the street.
People will want pictures.
I think you want someone
yeah.
who's not who is kind of out of that as well.
I agree.
Because you kind of on the thing is, it's
What are you saying about Andrew?
yeah, well,
Not I
he was
fancy
just
Andrew.
on the-
It's all coming out now.
What's your opinions, guys? I think I got really lucky because I met Andrew before I
Before
like.
I've been like kicked off.
Yeah.
Whereas it is difficult now. That's why people tend to date other people that are in the same industry.
Yeah.
But then with that comes
You end up in a
big-
bubble, I think.
Yeah, you end up
Yeah.
in a bubble,
Yeah.
and you end up with.
I mean,
loads
you and
of
Andrew
people.
are very on the cusp of that bubble of like.
Yeah, but we don't like.
first world
I feel like
problems,
you're in a
not really
very
understand what's
good
going on.
place though with your relationship is public, but it's not like
But it's
everything
still
about
private
it is
Really
parts.
know
like
much about
yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
they see. Like,
Yeah, but we keep your private parts off. Yeah. We said that as a ground rule.
You've not seen his OnlyFans.
everyone's in it, yeah.
I'll subscribe later.
His close
no.
friends.
It works really well, I think, because we both, we met each other before that. Whereas, like, if I was to meet somebody now who wasn't in the world, I would have it in the back of my mind that they had
Yeah.
like
Not
a
nice
ulterior motive
intentions.
or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also I just thought as well because you've sort of grown to get like people you've grown whilst he's been in the picture. It's
Yeah.
not been like a you're a soft or hard launching. Like,
Yeah, no, it
No.
was just
it's not like a suddenly
yeah.
everyone goes, oh wait, who is this person?
exactly.
Then?
When I
Yeah.
first did, so I probably had like 20,000 Instagram followers, which is like nothing at all. Like, oh my god, what now? When I did post him like on my story for the first time, and then after that we would go out and people would like message him loads, like deliberately try to like break us up. Like it
No
happened
way.
very often in like the first 6 months.
It was hard. I found it
that's
hard.
not
You know, I
right.
just had
Yeah.
to keep messaging Andrew.
Yeah, avoid him.
People kept sending him nudes.
Just block that one, make a new burner account.
But after that, I think because we've been together now for so long, people are like, they don't
Yeah.
even bother.
It's very
Like,
No,
boring.
but I think they
Yeah.
also like you as a couple.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah,
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
not
could be better.
individuals, but
No, just
together.
as the couple, yeah, you've got to stick
absolutely. That makes sense. Right, okay, who asked the last question? Was it us?
I think.
I
Did
don't know.
just-
I ended up getting called single somehow.
Oh, it was spoiled. It was spoiled. So it's yeah.
No, it
true
was
that.
whose partner do your parents prefer?
Oh, right, yeah, so
that
it's
was
us,
it.
it's
So you
us.
have to do the thing.
Right, okay. I'm ready.
Whose partner do our parents prefer?
Phone's very happy.
It's a hard one.
Josh or no one?
Yeah,
That'd be
imagine.
really savage. I think they'd choose nobody.
But that's Joshy.
You ask it.
I feel like the answer's too obvious.
Yeah, I know, but it's great.
I hate that. I don't want to hear the question.
I know.
Okay.
the fact she said that as well.
Yeah,
makes it
exactly.
better.
Who is the most likely to die alone?
He's horrible.
Oh,
Oh, I feel like that's obvious.
I can't
Because of the
say.
running gag, you know?
What, George is the running gag. Yeah. It's great. Right, okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Me.
Oh.
Oh, Emily said it was hard for you to say
It was.
that,
It just
though. Yeah, that's
came
nice.
out. But you may get like pets or.
Oh,
Emily's polite petting. The best thing is like
No, I'm
oh yeah,
joking.
can have a pet. Thanks.
No, I'm joking, babes.
Ugh.
nice little
No.
gerb.
Tour
Not
choices last very
Not
long
an hour
time.
fucking
I
else. Did
know.
Yeah,
two
we've actually
guys.
had two.
What the
I did see that
Traumatic.
video.
Yeah, don't do that.
That was really sad.
Oh yeah. Should we move on from the topic
Yeah,
of
of our
George
pets.
being
Yeah,
alone
don't-
forever?
I'll get too
Right, go on,
upset.
you.
Well, you were talking about
George
tortoise.
tortoise.
Yeah.
That's why it's not be too upset.
Oh right.
And
Okay, yeah,
the
that's
bad thing is he wasn't alone. He had Zippy.
yeah, true. George is actually the
Aw.
only one still alive now.
George died a few months ago. I rang you and cried about it.
A few months ago.
Yeah, you were in Ibiza and I rang
I
you.
feel
and
like
then
I
you
saw
did
a
shots
video
for
about
George.
Oh
this.
shit, yeah.
Zippy's alive.
Because
Right. Oh my
some-
god. I
Oh,
thought
I
he was
thought-
all
you.
dead then. I was like, fuck me.
I might be adopting Zippy in the
Oh,
new
that's
year.
nice.
Yeah, that's a good
To
idea.
save him.
Yeah.
Let's be real. A rescue mission to get him out
I
of
don't
that
know
house.
what it is. I feel like they must have got poisoned or something.
Bungle died, and Bungle was dead for 3 days before
Sorry.
he realised.
Because
Bungle.
it was because it
What
was
is
in-
Bungle?
Yeah,
They're
we had
called
Zippy,
George, Zippy, and Bungle. It was like a kids' TV
Bungle.
show.
TV show
back
in
in
like
the
the
day.
70s called
I
Rainbow,
heard
and they
Fungal.
were the characters
I was like,
they were called Zippy, George, and Bungle, and then Bungle
Aw.
died. But when you've got 3 and they look similar, it's hard to tell one's dead because they don't move a lot. So I was like feeding him, and I remember saying,
They
"Who's
just
a
come out
sleepy
as
boy?"
hibernation as
Like,
well.
who's a sleepy boy? And he was, and then his head just kind of like.
Oh,
Fell
he was
off.
a dead
Yeah,
boy.
no, it didn't. And then my mum rang me like 2 days later and said that his head had sunk in. But then she panicked and put him in the bath.
Oh my god.
Do you remember?
Like
She
this
was, and then she was
conversation.
like,
Oh,
I
you-
thought the
swim.
water
Yeah.
would revive him. And
You
I
don't
was
have to do that.
like,
You're supposed to put them in rice, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's the.
Yeah, so then we got Grandad to come and take Bungle away and
Yeah.
bury him.
Oh.
And then
Elliot, I'm getting
This is
traumatized.
quite- yeah,
this
As
is
George
traumatizing.
is on.
George passed in the summer.
Oh my
Because you
god.
and I was crying in the car outside
Yeah.
a pub.
And then he was drunk
And I
making
rang him,
videos
yeah,
of
and he was just
Ibiza.
like, "Oh, shots for Georgie," and I was like, "George is dead." Max." And then my mum got him a little laser printed grave for outside, and we did a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, and I got
missed all of this.
I sent you a video of the funeral
Oh.
because I was mad because my mum put him in a little bag instead of the Marks and Spencer's one.
How classic.
Exactly. I was like, treat him with a bit of respect, though. Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
I assume
Wow.
it wasn't a bag for life.
No.
Oh.
Bag for death.
Back for death.
Yeah. Yes, right,
That
you're
is
next.
sad.
Are we next?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so happy Renee's.
you're up, sister.
Have you done this one? No.
No.
Who's most likely to appear on Love Island?
Fucking hell.
It's me.
Well, I don't think
It's
it's me.
me.
I don't-
Max, it's fucking me.
I'm going on
Right,
next
ready,
week.
wait. 3, 2, 1.
Max.
Yeah, I mean, I literally cannot fathom to even answer this question because there's no reality where either of us would be on Love Island.
I mean, I could be on it if I was like maybe like a PA, a light boom holder. I can't even do that. I don't have the qualifications to hold a boom. So.
I don't even know what boom is.
Yeah,
so.
maybe I could like be
Little Michael.
maybe I could like be presenting the after show that's only on like YouTube Plus or something. Like, on Dave. Yeah.
I would watch that.
Yeah, thank you, Emily.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, being on Love Island is literally up there with one of my worst nightmares. You're constantly on camera, and when you are on camera, it's never going to make you look as good as you do in person. And everyone's topless.
People on camera tell themselves.
Yeah.
I'm a looker.
I look good in person, right? What? But it literally is hell. I can't think of anything worse.
to do it
You've
either.
just made me think of something. I'm going to write them down. Do a blind ranking of shows you'd like to appear on.
Ooh.
You'd like to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So top would be like,
Oh. What, we have to do that right now?
No, I mean, I could
Just for
just
the future.
jot
It's
a few
just
down.
Ah, right. Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Just
Witnesses
shower in the middle of
George's
a...
genius.
Yeah, George's
Yeah.
genius at
Time.
work. Look at that, guys.
That's a hard life.
No,
Love
yeah.
Island would be horrifying.
No, I wouldn't like
it
it.
would be.
And
hell.
people are
also
horrible
find-
as well, aren't they?
Massively. And Max is secretly disgustingly hairy.
He's deceptively hairy.
Like,
Right,
yeah,
I didn't know where that was
I
going.
didn't see that coming.
like
when you said
black
disgusting-
chest
Black.
hair.
Oh, I thought it would be blonde.
No, it's
He
like,
made me and my mum and sister all wax his back at one time just to get it over and done with quickly.
At least you've never had to wax my ass, Andrew
never
has.
done
Sack,
that.
sack, and
That
grab.
literally,
Andrew.
I'll never forget when I just met Andrew.
Well, you
and
were
I was like,
me,
can you just
literally,
wax
my arm?
honestly,
Yeah.
about a week in, because we got really close very quickly, so we were like, do you know what, fine. And I think I cut his hair because it was in like lockdown times where hairdressers still weren't
Oh, I
open.
thought you meant puberty.
Yeah,
No, no,
same.
no.
Thought that is very close, very
No.
close.
Just give it a little fade.
And
I heart Max.
With a Will Call lady shave.
oh my god! And then I was like, "Oh, can you wax my ass?" I was like, "I've never had it done." Cause like my sister.
Did you word it like that?
Rude. You won't do it.
I was like, "Well, I got my mum like, and my sister." I remember Martha did it for me. Or
I did
like,
the back of your
Your
neck one.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
And
Your
lower
Wax
back.
your
16-year-old
arse?
sister.
no, got them to do my back and my shoulders.
Back, sack, and
Scarred
crack.
for life.
And then I was like, "Oh, someone can actually do my ass." Honestly, the worst pain
Painful.
Whoa, let's
I've
not go to your
ever
sex life.
felt in my life. Like it was horrible.
Just feel like it rips
On
the
the
skin.
cheek
doesn't
and
it?
the...
like did everywhere, but
Yeah.
we made the mistake of putting them all down at once first.
Why would you do that?
Because stupidity, and I thought I'd braved myself up by doing it on my back so much.
Braved yourself.
Like,
up.
like what's the anus gonna hurt? Trust me when I tell you the anus hurts.
Anus does hurt.
It hurts a lot.
Oh.
Oh, it was the worst time of my actual life. And made the mistake of putting one close, like towards like the ball sacky area.
The
Oh.
Like the
Balsaki.
gooch.
Oh. That's
Oh
red
my
raw.
god, I cannot honestly.
Pity
Yeah.
whipped your hemorrhoids out like string of fairy.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell.
I don't have hemorrhoids for the record. Oh my
So
god.
coming out.
What were we
No,
even
yeah,
talking
that's not
about? Love
nice.
Island.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know how that happens.
But yeah, I am deceptively
Yeah, that-
hairy. I hair removal cream my entire body once a week.
Oh.
For 8 times. I look like a newborn baby seal right now because I just had it done.
Slipping and sliding around.
Indeed. Right, let me
Whoa.
find. Should we do one more each?
Sure.
Right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who is the most intelligent?
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
George.
Really?
Yes.
That does not
No,
make sense.
He's
to me.
one of those annoying people that just smashed his exams and didn't even revise.
Oh, of
Whereas
course
I
he
used to have
is.
to make songs up.
Oh, I
didn't
hate this. Honestly, Emily, like I kind of secretly hate you, brother.
Yeah, it's
Like,
irritating.
it's so frustrating. When I hear stuff like this, I just think, fuck off.
It's another annoyance.
Like, honestly, when people talk about him and they're like, oh yeah, he just like did a 5K in like 2
I
minutes.
know,
Like,
I
like-
know.
And I'm like, shut up.
Literally, what can't he do?
Like, shut up. Why
Yeah.
are you just like doing your exams?
I joined a running club the other day.
Oh, of course you fucking did. Meanwhile, I'm up to my eyeballs in pigs and blankets. Like, the most unhealthy I've
seen
ever
someone
been.
so quick.
Probs.
Oh
No,
my
yeah, he was
God.
annoying. I used to literally have to make songs up to remember like my chemistry.
I literally did the
I
same
was
thing.
like
I
singing
made a-
along in my exam and didn't
Could you give us
revise.
one of those songs right now?
I
Yeah, do you remember
I
one
mean,
now?
I don't actually. It didn't work very well.
I remember one for history. That was a good one.
Horror
Horror
histories.
histories. What?
I love that program.
Horrible histories.
I didn't say horrible histories. Well, you both seem really gassed about
We
that.
literally, you can do the whole theme song, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Go on. Go on.
Go.
Right, do you want to give me the... Delbert user score, just George and Slimy Stewarts, Val Victoria's, woeful wars, ferocious fight, dingy castles, daring knights, horrors that defy description, cutthroat cults of full, legitious, vicious Vikings, cruel crime, finest shrimp from ancient times, Romans, rotten rag, rigorous, Calibans, savage, fierce and tipplers, groomy Greeks, groomy sages, groomy grossly Middle Ages, gory stories, we do that.
That was actually well impressive.
Something about your cat.
I really hope that's the correct lyric.
And your host of Talking Rats.
With
Yeah.
you.
The past is no longer a mystery.
mystery.
Something about your
Horrible
cat.
History. We loved that program,
Well done,
didn't
guys.
we?
I've never
Clearly,
watched it.
one of us liked
No,
it
me
a little
neither.
bit.
Honestly.
I've also never. We were watching
We were
Glee.
watching Glee.
Next.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
So what we
Glee
did
is.
used to do when we were younger,
Go on.
we used to sing a song to our parents when we wanted
We
to have
did.
a sleepover.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! No, you've told me about this before.
actually
What was the
really
song?
cute.
What was the song?
Shall we go? Ready?
Wait. I need some
Sure, okay,
background.
so
You wanted to. You wanted
So
friends
we
to
would
come and
be
sleep
in, like-
over.
No,
s-
us.
we wanted to have a sleepover together.
So we'd be in the middle of being... No, so we'd be in the middle of like B&Q paint aisle, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, George, I really fancy. Very fancy.
You might want to backtrack there.
Well, let's have a sleepover tonight and swap pajamas, right?
Yeah, I used to.
So
Swap
he'd wear my
pajamas.
90,
Yeah.
and I would wear actually his Thomas the Tank Engine pajamas.
Oh my
Engines.
God!
Engines.
Too right, brother. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Yeah, that's right.
And to get our own way, we would burst into song, wouldn't we?
Yeah, well, we'd ask, and then they'd go,
Like,
They
it's
knew what they were
annoying.
doing. They knew what
They
was
just
on
wanted
the,
They
to
on the
liked
horizon.
it. Yeah.
They went, oh, we could say yes, but we've got a whole song and dance coming in a minute if we say
Yeah.
no.
And
So
then
obviously
we would
every time
just-
they said, ooh, and then
Sing it. Go on.
Please sing it.
Are you ready?
this is the lyrics
I'm
took
really
us a while to
excited.
They
come up
were
with,
actually
didn't
quite difficult, yeah. Are you
Okay.
ready?
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
We love each other, chubba. We love each other. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And then we just sort of repeated.
Carried on. And actually one time, a person in B&Q literally said, why can't you be more like that to her own children?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I once
And-
kicked Ellie in the face with force and made her
Yeah,
sob.
no,
and she's
we-
7 years older than me.
Yeah, I picked him up, threw him into a Christmas tree.
I can't
Like,
really relate to that.
by the neck.
No.
I
Apart
shot
from
her
he
in
did
the
bite
eye
me.
with a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
I'd
also
try to
attacked
do
me
it.
with a remote once.
You kicked me in the balls with.
I tried to drown you in the bath once.
Oh,
I
that's
also
quite savage.
rolled up a bit of bread, put it in his ear. And then like when he was like 4, and 3 days later, Mum took him to the doctor because she thought he had some like earwax problem.
It's actually just bread.
I just dropped straight.
I feel
out.
like we grew
that
up
one is-
very differently.
That one is
different.
so
Yeah.
good because it's like a premeditated attack.
Yeah, it's really
It's
niche
like-
as well.
It feels
Yeah.
nothing now, but give it a few days to
Yeah,
brew.
Yeah.
really manifest in there. Yeah,
Wow.
We had
No
very
songs.
different. Very
we
different.
were best friends still. But
Yeah, we
weren't
were.
creepy as fuck like that.
No,
Weird.
it was very.
It was kids started doing that. I'd be like, oh my God, we need to take you to an exorcist.
yeah,
Like,
because-
what's
I
happened?
bet it was like
It was very
they can
Midsummer.
do the song because then we can bang tonight because they'll keep each other busy. I bet that's what was happening.
That was not what happened.
I honestly bet that's what was happening. Mum and Dad were like, "Oh yeah, they're singing the "We Love Each Other" song again. That's great. Keep the kids busy."
But we weren't originally sleeping in their room.
Oh,
Why would that
I
change?
mean,
We actually
judging
had
by
our
the
own
song,
rooms.
that was my assumption.
Also, like, are you not just allowed to have a sleepover, like, if it's in the same house?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure that the
You like
the
to
house
earn it.
owners
You wanted to
were
earn the
aware.
sleepover.
Absolutely,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
And no, we could swap PJs.
Yeah,
you know, it was a
make sure our
whole
landlords
shebang,
were
really.
all
Do you have
in
any
the
pictures
know.
of George in your 90s at all?
I actually do,
I don't
yeah.
find it though. There's one of me in a ballerina costume as well.
Oh yeah, you should make Josh. Oh my God, I keep doing that.
You
sorry.
keep call-
It was just
Is
it's
it
on the
weird that she
mind.
keeps calling
Yeah,
her
straight after that
friend?
song, let's not.
It writes
No, I
itself
did
now.
used to make you dress up, didn't I? In
Yeah.
all my clothes.
Yeah, I used to dress Max. I've got a picture of you in a chicken run nighty with like your hair all
And
nice.
weirdly, do you know their dad?
He
Did you
does.
say chicken run?
Yeah.
Their dad does Aardman Studios.
Yeah, you told me this. 'Cause I'm very excited.
Dawn of the
for
Nugget out
Revenge
now.
of the Nugget.
So I watched
Dawn
it.
of
It's
the
out now.
Revenge of the Nugget sounds. I mean, they missed a beat there. They should have done that. But I'm really excited to watch that.
How cool.
It is
that?
good.
Yeah, I'm
It's
very
cool.
excited. Oh, yeah, you've already watched it.
We
haven't you?
did. Oh no,
I haven't. No, I was train
was sad
problems.
times.
Oh, yeah. That was
Those
when,
bloody engines,
Wasn't
Max.
that when we did the billboard? Wasn't that when we did the billboard?
No, that was after
No,
my
that-
engagement
Oh,
party. wasn't it?
yes, yeah. Oh, great
Yeah.
times. Well, speaking about pictures,
Absolutely.
I've heard that you two have brought Balegde. I'll start that again. I've heard that you two have brought some pictures of me and Georgian.
Absolutely.
And I am terrified because when
You
you
should
all
be.
came in,
I'm more
Ellie-
terrified after that song about what these people are.
Oh my god, I'm really scared. Right, I think Callum, you've got them, haven't you? Should we do one of George first and then one of me? Oh, one of me first. Oh,
It's only just sort
Jesus
of dawned
Christ.
on me how weird that is.
What, our song? Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
really quite nice.
It dawned on me quite quickly actually, so it's odd that it's taking you this
feel like-
long.
Say within the
I
first
feel like
3
now
lines.
it's weird, but if we were like little kids,
I think
then
that's
it's
quite cute.
Yeah, but if you're like cross-dressing
Yeah.
and you're doing it in B&Q, wait, were you cross-dressing in B&Q?
No, just
No.
the songs.
Oh,
that was private. The cross
right, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to make you sleep in my room sometimes because after I watched Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Yes, really scared.
Yeah.
You did that. Do you remember before when I was really scared after that horror film? And in the film there was like these little notes left around, and he started hiding notes like in my like drawers and stuff.
Oh my
being like,
God.
I'm gonna kill you, and I literally was terrified
Oh my
for
god,
weeks.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that
Callum's
was great.
ready. Oh my god. Right, Ellie, you revealed this one then. I won't look until. I'm very scared. Isn't it? I know. Of the moment, it's a fucking print.
Yeah, but compared to these
Yeah, but
boys,
how often in life do you try and print something and it just fucking prints?
Straight
Rarely.
away.
Yeah, to be
Rarely.
fair, no expense spared here at the Useless Hotline, baby.
My sister, a teacher, consistently printing things off.
Never works. Never works.
What a novelty.
So these are mainly, I picked ones that I thought George would laugh at you for.
Oh my
That was
God.
He
intention.
could just gone on his recents on his Instagram.
That's a special one right there.
What is it? Oh
That's
my
where he looks like a
god.
think it's a
middle-aged woman
real-
called Barbara.
Oh,
And the thing is, when Max had a bob, he used to be very self-conscious about his ears, so he specifically requested
sir.
that it was always curved around his ears.
I see
and
that.
he used to, but that wasn't an act. That was like some hard graft went into that. He would literally be like, "I
Try
need to
and
shape the face."
fashion it round.
Well, and you'd willingly like walk around with this child near you.
Yeah.
That was actually Disneyland
that
I was
as
going
well.
to say, is that where it
That's-
started,
is
the
that
love
the
of Disney?
time
Oh my god,
Max
this is
got misgendered.
It
and
is.
Oh.
it was actually really sad because we went with some family members and
Oh.
he used to get a lot of stick, bless him, with the gymnastics
He gets
and
a
the
lot now for
leotards.
Oh
and,
no.
and we were on a train and this
Oh.
man we were all kind of getting ready and we were with our step family and our step family are very like, let's. They're very different people.
That's
than
why
we
Max
are.
got along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lads. And basically we were all on this like train coming from the car park to the parks and they take you and this guy was like, hey there little miss, get your smile on, are you ready for a good day? And Max was like, what? And he was like, don't cry little miss, and he just kept saying a little miss more and more and then Max started crying so much.
I'm a little boy.
And then he was
I was
like,
in year
honey,
8 there.
he was-
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
and he was just like, honey, don't cry, sweet pea. Like, and he just kept using
Alright.
more feminine language as he went on. And then all of our step family were laughing. So I was like, he's not a girl.
My saviour.
I was like, and then we were like,
Ellie pulled my pants down. She went, look!
it's a girl. I remember saying she had a purple t-shirt and me and my mum were like, Max, it's the purple t-shirt. It's absolutely
Yeah.
not that
Yeah,
bob.
it's not
Yeah.
that.
Or your face or general
It's not the
demeanour.
Velma
No,
Dinkley
it's
hair.
just the
Yeah.
purple top.
It
the
wraps
purple
around the
t-shirt.
head
Very
very
well.
like
It was
impressively.
like
It's
my
like
dad
the
used to call
fringe
it
is
his
like-
helmet.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's
Yeah.
custom made.
Yeah.
Custom made.
Very blonde as well. My hair's
Very
got a bit
blonde.
darker.
You look like a pea,
recent years. Right, give that one to Emily to
like a
display
lovely
to
little
us.
garden pea.
It's actually just cute, isn't it? This was just after we did our song, you
I
know.
feel like Emma's a lot nicer than me, so she's gone for a very, very different angle
This
than
is
I've gone
cute.
for.
You could have picked one with me and my pajamas on.
Oh, it's your camouflage
Camouflage.
joke. This is just
Right,
us
reveal it.
loving life
Oh,
together,
let
you
me
know.
see
actually.
you.
Come on,
Hold
get in.
Oh my god.
He was like
That doesn't
a very.
even look like George. That's
No.
really weird.
Yeah, I was quite young there.
You were just
Yeah,
an
but like I
annoying
would not
little
even
child.
think.
Oh, yeah. Do you have curly hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I wouldn't even think that would grow up to be you. Actually, the eyes.
He was
Well,
just
it
a
is him,
very
though.
I don't know.
child.
Yeah, it is him.
This
Used
isn't, the
to
game
get-
isn't is this George or not, it is.
Which one is it?
No, that's not George.
I
Next
feel like
picture.
you look like you, Emily. But
Thank
George,
you.
there, he doesn't really look
Doesn't
that
look
much
the
like
same.
George.
Really
You
clean
did
on
have
there, though,
quite a
isn't
lot
it?
of like, yeah, a lot of
Aw.
like baby fat, didn't you, as a bab?
Aw.
And he used to get really sweaty. I mean, he used to get quite sweaty.
I was
But he used to
Oh,
be a very
he's
sweaty
sweat
child.
machine. Yeah.
Like we'd go to parties
guys.
and you'd have to whip your shirt open, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
one
his
of those, like,
curls
red,
were like,
with those
yeah,
red
ringlets,
kids. I was
sweaty
one of those,
ringlets.
though.
Yeah.
I remember we were in.
That's the ball
That's
pit,
actually my
like,
drag
feral, like, yeah, that was
Yeah.
me.
I remember the first time I truly understood how hot George gets was
Yeah.
we were in
When I
Ocean
took my
Beach.
top off.
No, oh no, sorry. Let me rephrase that.
When we went to
how
the beach.
physically hot.
Sweaty.
Whatever. So
That boy coming out of the sea.
we were in Ocean Beach in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh,
And
was he
you
dressed
turned
up
to me, and
in-
everyone was hot. Like it was a very
Yeah.
hot day. But he turned to me and he was like, "I'm really hot," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I am as well." I was like, "It is hot," and he was like, "No, I'm very, very hot." And his chest started to get red and blotchy, and then his face was like bright red, and he was like
Oh,
sweating
Gio.
profusely. He was holding this drink, like trying to convince himself that he wasn't going to
Yeah.
die. But I could see in his eyes, and I was like,
the
"Oh,"
panic was setting
I was
in.
like, "Should we be alarmed that George is hot?" I was like, "Everyone's hot, but George seems
There's another
especially
level.
hot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do get
so that's,
hot.
yeah, bless him. Bless him. Right. Lovely. Okay. Next one.
Very different
I'm
angle
ready to be
again that I've gone
upset.
for.
I can
Oh.
see.
What is it? What is it? I can't even tell what that is from.
Actually
Is that
a
two
spitting
people?
image, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what is that Grandad?
For the audio listeners,
that Grandad?
Max looks a lot like Jimmy Savile. That is not
Oh, I know
Grandad.
Grandad.
I can confirm.
You gotta hope not.
I can
From
confirm
Grandad,
that.
if you're watching this, I could
I'm
only
so
see
sorry.
it through the paper. I couldn't see it,
I'd
and I
like to
just saw an
clarify
old
Grandad
man's
does
face.
not look like Jimmy Savile.
No, he doesn't.
I'd like to
He
put that on
doesn't.
the
No, no,
record.
no.
My brother,
Oh
however,
my
did
God.
look like Jimmy Savile.
Take it in. Take
You
it
look
in.
like a flower pot boy.
Oh my God.
Were those glasses or is that goggles?
They were
No,
glasses.
so they're funny glasses, but even if you take away the glasses, that bob is strong there.
It's
So
very strong.
that
The
is.
bob. It's just like.
It's just
It's a
hanging
weird.
there.
It's an off.
Yeah.
How do you
it
even do that
was-
with hair?
I don't know. It was just.
And why
it
did you
was-
do that with hair?
I don't know. My
It's a
mum
look.
liked it.
Oh.
and
No,
she
it was
wouldn't
your
really-
ears, you little liar.
No, yeah, but my mum was the one that like made me have a faux fringe, and
Yeah.
like I then started to style it J Beeb style, and then I
Yeah.
liked
Of course.
it.
Oh.
But yeah, that is quite alarming. This.
Terrifying.
You look like a kids TV presenter.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's
Oh
why.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I completely just. I forgot. I didn't even see that other man there.
Oh my God.
I thought it was just zoomed in.
Oh no.
I bet this one is going to be such a pure and lovely picture of George doing something cute, and then
Yeah, and then I'm just there next to Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savs.
I actually, do you know? No, I don't need to go down that
Oh,
route.
what
do
are
I?
you gonna say?
Not
I don't
segueing
know.
on
Fred
from
the
Jimmy.
Weatherman.
No, maybe actually. Say it. We can
I
always
was
cut
in
it
a,
out.
I was put in a tent with Fred the Weatherman, who turned out to be a
Oh.
I don't
at
know why I'm
school.
laughing. Sorry.
The one
Yeah.
who used to jump. You probably. I don't know if you remember.
Can you say on YouTube, or will we get cancer? Like
You probably need
demonetized?
to
Schmido? Can I say Schmido?
Rhymes
Yeah.
with
say.
Frito.
Fred the Weatherman was not a
lover.
cool guy.
He didn't, I just want to clarify. It didn't do anything to Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
You're really
Yeah.
seeing
She's
this
talking
up
about
like
this
it's
really well.
like
So
yeah.
So
I've been in therapy.
he was outed as a Jimmy.
A what? Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been
Jimmy.
he's been outed. Yeah, yeah.
Fred the Weatherman was outed as a Jimmy,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was put in prison.
Yeah.
But
Rightly
before
so.
that, before his time in prison, our school invited him, and he set up loads of little Wendy houses, and we all had to go in and pop out, and he'd come in and like tickle people, but I never got
Oh.
tickled.
That's an insult.
like,
That's what I mean.
You're upset
I'm a
about
bit
that.
put out by it.
What is wrong with me, Fred?
Self-esteem issues.
I'd be
Oh
tickled.
yeah, we'll skip that one.
Right.
I don't wait. Am I?
Yeah, pass it to
I'm
Emily
passing
to
that
reveal
one
and
to
explain it.
reveal.
What's going on? Oh, this is when you were just looking for a mate.
Oh.
Looking for a
Still
girlfriend.
looking to find
up
one.
his nose.
Where is he? Which one's
Which
him?
one?
Yeah, I
George?
was
Which
really,
one?
I was rooting around.
Who's
Oh.
picking?
Oh, you
George
picking
used to
your
do that.
nose.
He was one of those gross people. Is it okay if I share this, George?
Sure.
Absolutely. This is a
Who
sharing space.
picks and eats their bogies.
Oh, see, I never
Yeah.
did that. Never
Disgusting.
did that.
It's just like
I
get
feel like
some
you probably still
food
do
if
it
you're
now.
hungry.
Yeah.
Do you still do it now?
No.
Good.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
That is your problem.
He's in there.
Yes,
Oh,
I mean,
you were
he
deep
is
in
deep. It's in the brain.
Oh, is that little tweet? Did you get to have to bring your own teddy to school day? And you
Oh
brought
yeah,
Tweety
little Tweety
pie?
bird. Yeah, he was. It was
That's gorgeous.
It was a Boots thing they had with the Looney
A
Tunes.
boot. I
Do
don't
you still
remember
have
that.
one of those teddies that like you had then and you still have now?
Oh, we both had Pierre, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pierre.
Oh,
Of course you two. I'm not being funny. Of course you two
That is
had
not
a
helping
teddy called
anything.
Pierre. Ours were probably
In
called
fairness-
fucking Frank and
in-
Julie.
No, in fairness,
dog.
our grandparents brought them back when they
From
went
France.
on a caravan trip to France. So that makes it seem
that doesn't
less.
help
Yeah,
you
no, it
much, to
doesn't.
be honest.
A caravan trip to France.
He was
Yeah.
lovely. But
The way you
yours
say
was
France
a lot better
doesn't
looked
help.
after. France. We've
A
been to
caravan trip to
Grandmama
France.
was
What's wrong with that?
holidaying in France. And Pierre
France. Delightful.
Caravan de passion to français.
No,
Oh
we
my
loved
God.
Pierre.
Yeah,
Mine were called Clint and Sybil.
Yeah.
Which I think is very
Yeah,
noble.
different
Actually.
Yeah.
What kid has a guinea pig teddy called Sybil?
But it would have been called Peter if it was English.
Oh, obviously. You just had
Oh.
blanket.
Yeah, I had a blanket, and I
is
had
that
my
English, is it?
I had
Yeah.
my blanket for a bit too long.
Oh,
I was
blanket
like
was a rag.
I was like a
A
teenager.
stinky, stinky
Oh,
did it
rag.
turn into a
Still had
blanket?
Oh.
Oh, don't talk about blanket like that.
Oh, that is
Oh my
disgusting.
God. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's possibly
That's not
like.
nice.
Oh, I mean, it was crispy at the
Scarf
end.
for-
Oh my god.
It was the dribble.
I just want to clarify to my
Edges.
family I did not jizz on my childhood blanket, okay?
Not done.
Oh my
Oh, Lord.
My mum still has that.
Not anymore.
This is a different era of Max. Don't peep.
Okay.
When he Max decided he fancied himself around
I
the
still
age
do.
of
I think this is
16.
the model shot.
Self-confidence is key. What is it? What is it? Let me see.
Honestly,
I look banging.
What actually happened?
Cheekbones are popping off, to be fair.
I look like I'm trying to like audition for like a hair care commercial.
You've still
I
got a
think
mouth
you
guard
want
in.
to work in Hollister.
That was
Yes,
when
Maybe
that was when
OnlyFans would
I,
do that, to be fair.
I started to do photography at GCSE, and I used myself as a model.
You were your own muse.
And I thought, do you know what? I am stunning,
I can do
and
this,
I'm
yeah.
gonna put my hair down in front of my face. I'm gonna look a bit rugged and ready. I'm gonna push my
And I'm
collarbones
gonna
out.
edit the shit out of it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
edit the fucking shit out of that picture,
It's-
and
yeah.
I pulled many birds after that.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Nice work.
He also,
Rock and
when he was
roll.
doing his photography stuff, he also
where's
ventured
this
into
going?
like
I'm
art
so sick of
videos.
this.
And it was when I was living in New Zealand, and they made me cry because they were so fucking dark.
Oh,
He
yeah,
sent
yeah.
me videos, 3 videos he'd made. One where my mum was a victim of domestic abuse. So he
That
made
would
my
tug on the
mum.
heartstrings.
But art.
He literally filmed my mum and was like, just put the washing in, Joanna, but then did a black eye on her and made her dress up
Oh.
in like a really fancy outfit. So my mum was like tottering around the living room.
Lana Del Rey
Like
core.
with Lana Del Rey in the
Yeah.
background music, with in black and white with a wash basket, and then dropping it and being like, oh, and
all
then
too
cutting
much.
the carrots and crying black tears onto the carrots.
I was a very
That
troubled
was
child.
video
I think.
1. Video 2 was harrowing because he filmed my grandma and granddad doing like cute things that they do like in the garden together and like having a cup of tea and cake. Then he put the soundtrack music to Up, the beginning
it's like,
scenes of
dun,
Up
dun, dun,
on it, and then made out my grandma died and made my granddad go to a cemetery and filmed my granddad
How
walking
did you
around
convince them to
alone.
do
That
this?
is, that's not, that's like that's not acting, that's traumatizing
So
for
then
them.
I was sat in New
Oh.
Zealand crying because I missed my family, and Max was like, "Here, look at this video. Mum's being twatted, and grandma's dead."
And then I did
then
one
here's the
of
video.
my
Megan
stepsister
cutting herself
yeah.
in a bathtub,
committing.
That is very
and then she
deep.
killed herself,
yeah,
didn't she?
yeah.
So I
Oh,
was
I thought you
literally
meant
in
in
New
real
Zealand.
life.
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
no.
No,
She's
still
still alive.
wanted
She
to.
got engaged yesterday. She's doing great. She's doing great.
I-
She's thriving now.
What
I can
was
send you
the
the copies, George. 'Cause
what
they're
was
fucked
the
up.
what was the brief?
Well, the brief was I came up with it myself, which is a bit more worrying
troubles.
in itself. So I chose to do it on like make dramatic videos about like feeling isolated.
Isolation.
And now
that
you
was,
Yeah,
do
that was the
Disney
key
teddy
to-
walls.
And then I like blackmailed all my family into getting involved, and I got an A star. So
Wow.
who's
To be
laughing
To be
now?
fair,
Well,
Granddad saw himself on film and realised he had terrible posture and went to a doctor, and now
Yeah.
he's got good posture. So
Oh.
There
A
you
win's
go.
a win.
full circle.
There
And
you
You
grandma,
love it.
She's
Grandma's
still
just
with
happy
us.
to be involved. Yeah, Grandma's loving it.
She's
Yeah,
loving it.
Yeah.
But,
there you
but
go.
the cemetery scene was brutal.
That is
Yeah, that
That
is
is
that's
hard.
I'll show them to you
traumatizing
later. I'll
for-
show them to you later.
So that
Very
for
great,
him,
yeah.
that would
It
be
made me cry.
awful to film.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fine. My granddad didn't give a fuck.
Let's just
Actually,
pretend that his wife had died.
I don't
He
think I
just
told them what it would be
Right.
until after. I was just like, right, Grandad, I'm now just going to film you, and Grandma, you stand over there. And then afterwards,
Cry,
I edited
Grandad,
it all
cry.
together. I edited it all together like she died. Oh, bless.
got
I love my
emotional
grandma.
watching it.
Yeah, they
Oh, I
did.
bet.
My art teacher sobbed.
You used me as a muse for your art.
I
That
did
was
for
a
some reason
nude
you were by a
statue.
bin. I can't remember what
Yeah,
that was
I remember
for.
she sat me down by a bin. I had like a little sign
Little
or something.
sign. Must have been like,
That makes
for, like a
sense.
homeless ad or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
know.
What is wrong with children? Why when
Yeah.
you're a teenager,
I
we're
know,
like, let's get
really
life's
strange.
worst issues like
Yeah.
suicide, domestic
Yeah.
violence, and put it into an art project.
Yeah, all very serious and
Yeah.
sad situations.
Right.
This I think must have been your christening.
Yeah, I think so.
Aw.
And this is our gorgeous Nan as well. Shout out
Aw.
Glenda. She's a dream.
She's called Glenda. I
Glenda.
love that
Good
name.
I
That
know.
is a
Strong
great
grandma
name.
name.
She is so
You fat
gorgeous,
little
isn't she?
sailor.
Oh.
I know. I do look slightly possessed in this one actually, with the wink. Probably because I was upset
I
and
love
got all
that
the
these are just
attention that
cute
day.
photos.
I know, and mine are just fucking awful.
My mum sent me loads of
Savage.
cute ones. I just didn't send those to be printed.
Yeah, I just
I don't think we have.
I like
many
your outfit,
I
bad
don't
ones
either.
of us as a kid.
he does look cute there.
You like my outfit? Did you,
You
say?
should have got the ones when we recreate. So for my dad's
Yeah.
for my dad's
Oh,
50th,
so
we
cute.
recreated loads of childhood pictures of us, and
I
I had to like
love
sit on
that.
Ellie's knee a lot, and it was very
my back.
painful.
I got sciatica after the end of the photo shoot.
Yeah, because you had to
Puffing
lift
you
me up,
around,
didn't
yeah.
you? And she actually pulled it back quite.
Yeah, we also purchased 2 blonde clip-on fringes from China.
Yeah. Oh, they were
So
great.
funny to recreate Max's bob
great
and my
investment.
bob.
Oh, I
Such a
love
Good
that.
investment,
Yeah.
solid investment.
Right, what's
But
this
yeah,
one?
we did a full book.
Wait, no,
full-
Ellie, you reveal this. Is it of me?
Oh wait, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I reveal.
Oh god.
What is it? Let me see.
Max.
It's
just-
giving like One
Again-
Direction, isn't
Oh
it?
my god.
Look, it looks like he's got scoliosis.
Yeah, what is with the posture?
Right, I'm not being funny.
What was in your bag?
It
that
was
made you
very
look
of the
like
time.
this?
Nothing.
You
I
look
put.
like you've got
was-
trapped wind
Your
or
bag
something.
is sagged right.
but that was
towards
the that was the
crack.
style, wasn't it?
It's giving cake,
The
honey.
fact that the fact that I actually came home and then thought, do you know what, I'm gonna roll. Do you remember, George? Maybe that was like our era when people would like roll up their like,
Yeah.
and then
Bit of muscle in it.
yeah, but I didn't
Yeah,
have
look at that
muscle.
muscle.
Like,
Look at the
They're
gap
doing it as well,
between
and I
the
still
sleeve
don't
of his
have
arm.
But then I would also like I put my rucksack on for the picture and then set
Oh,
up
this wasn't
my
at
camera.
school? This was
no,
at
this
home?
is at
Oh,
home.
yeah,
this
no,
is in my
that's in his
bedroom.
this was
bedroom.
an actual pose.
Yes, this is me.
That's him in his
I
bedroom.
thought,
when,
I
like,
taking a
thought
selfie.
somebody had like taken a photo of
Oh,
you
no.
and you were
Beach
like a silly.
conversation.
No,
That's
no,
his
no.
bedroom, yeah, because he had red blinds.
This is me posing.
I love it. Did it ever become a Facebook
It
profile
became my
pic?
Ask FM profile picture. If you remember Ask FM,
that was a
Stunning.
that was a dangerous.
Yeah,
That
session.
was.
that was just
That was the
cyberbullying.
beginning of
Yeah.
trolling.
Yeah.
It was literally just
it?
oh, be anonymous and ask this person
It was
anything
either
you want.
it was either cyberbullying or just really depressing because nobody actually asked you anything. So
Yeah,
then you
no
had
one
to
cares
cyberbully yourself
Yeah.
to make it look like people cared. Yeah, that was me. Oh, bless.
Oh, sorry, is this me?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries. Oh, see,
Oh,
it's just
yeah,
another
I
cute
just
one.
fat.
Fuck's sake.
No, I'm just fat.
I can
You
do
are
a deep
quite
dive
fat.
for some cute ones for
I
you.
was such a lard ass.
That's what you want in a baby.
This is actually
though.
worse
Yeah,
than me
you
with my baby
do.
hair. Look at my fringe. It's just baby
Look how
hair.
fat I was.
Oh,
You
Emily,
don't
that
even look
haircut's
big
shit.
Shit,
there.
isn't
I
it?
was- that
That's
is-
just baby
when
hair.
it gets close to the
That's-
size of
And I
that
still
head.
have baby hair
Oh.
like that.
Oh, that looks like you.
That's a paperweight on a neck.
I
you
know.
cut your own hair
No,
down?
that was my baby
No.
hair. She's still there right now.
George, that could be anyone.
Yeah,
to be
George,
fair.
you
He's just
weirdly
got a
look
big
like
head,
an old
doesn't he?
man.
You do.
Doesn't he
He
look
is
a bit
giving
like an
old.
old
In
man?
every picture, you've looked different. Are you
Yeah.
sure these are you?
Were you swapped?
I know. I look very different in different photos. I
Yeah,
think.
that's that.
It's only
that's
like
weird.
as you've got older as well, I'd say you look like dad. Whereas there was a
Ah.
period of time where
And when I was
could have
younger, I looked
passed
like
as
young
another,
dad.
you know.
Yeah. You never
Mm.
know.
So what'd you say?
When I was younger, I looked like young dad.
I thought you said you looked inbred. I was like,
That too. That too.
Oh my.
Right.
This was
Oh
another.
my
This is
God.
Max's art era. Of
I
like,
can
that's
see what
terrifying. But
Right,
the hair
what the
is
fuck
giving.
was wrong with me?
Just a
the
little,
hair is
little curl.
It's giving Ellen DeGeneres.
Got a little
Spooky
curl going on.
Jesus.
I really was. I
He
think
really
quite
fancied
troubled.
himself.
There
I-
must be
oh.
contacts, right? Because they are piercing. Is that
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
normal?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I
disgusting.
I lived
I don't have
overseas
much
for
to
this
say.
Max era, and I think
I'm
that's
glad.
been good for our friendship because
Remember-
I
She
think
moved
I
at the very
wouldn't have-
start of it. and went,
I
no,
couldn't
I'm out.
have- Maybe this was a response to you missing me.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think I'm just very
It's very
gay.
dark.
Yeah. I made my mum once for a dramatic video. Actually, no, it's in the domestic violence one.
Oh, throw all the paint
Throw
on her face in
paint
the
on her
garden.
face, like literally, like slather it all over herself.
Oh.
Weird. Yeah, I don't
Honestly.
know. But I got an A star,
I couldn't
so
even get a fucking lift to the chippy, and you had her like smothering herself.
it was a great time to be alive for me. I was in my autistic era.
Yeah.
It was listening to too much Lana Del Rey. That's
Just
what
got
did
you
it
right
to
down.
me.
Was it?
Yeah,
It
because
really
before
was.
I moved to New Zealand, you were in your Kardashian
Glee era.
doing
yeah.
Yeah.
He used to do the splits consistently in front of the TV.
Wow.
So he would
Just
like.
getting worse and worse.
So
isn't
he
it?
would like do the splits, but he would kind of bounce in them, like
Oh.
like you were just bouncing them whilst watching the Kardashians.
Elliot, that's how you stretch your legs
And then
properly.
I'd like come in and you'd be like, get out!
Bouncing, get out.
Oh.
That's just another one of us
Oh,
looking
for
cute.
God's sake, just rubbing it in.
Oh no, I do look a little bit
you
like
look
I've been
a bit-
strangled. That's a bit weird, that one.
The common theme is Emily like
Yeah, harassing.
over hugging you and everyone.
Yeah.
It's because I just loved him so much.
We love each
Yeah.
I'm a literal baby and she's like 2.5.
Man,
I'm the
that's some
same size as her.
You was a real chunky boy, weren't you? Yeah, but when we were young, George was actually like quite mean to me, weren't you?
It's brutal.
It
Wait,
is
say that
brutal.
again.
Was
I
that?
didn't hear you.
Yeah, it used to bite me
Oh.
and draw blood.
Oh.
And I would just be like, it's okay.
Oh.
I've just
remember
always
doing
been so
that.
nice. You know,
So
honestly.
nice.
You're quite mean to me when we were younger.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Do it again. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No, yeah, that was really sad. But now you are
bless.
nice.
Do we have any more, or
That's
is
the
that all
last
done?
picture. Hence
Right,
the last
wow.
picture.
That was fun.
Well, that was not fun for me, but I'm glad you guys had fun.
I like that. Might keep that one.
Quite
Yeah.
traumatic, really.
You can
But-
frame that one if you want,
Yeah,
Max.
Yeah,
nice.
brilliant.
Wonderful.
Well, we actually had some questions sent in from our
Okay.
listeners. So at this point in the episode, we typically tell our guests that they have passed their interview.
Typically.
and-
Won't be happening this
Yeah,
week.
won't be happening
I
this
feel
week.
like we haven't.
And then we're going to
No.
do a trial shift at the Useless Hotline. But because we're all family here, you
Yeah.
know, it's a family business.
Yeah.
We'll just give you a trial shift anyway.
Lovely, thank
Nepotism.
you.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you could please, wait, actually, George, if you could send one to print, please. I emailed
the
it to
honours.
you earlier. Yeah, go on, Emily, you. Well
Nice
done. Well
work.
done.
It's in there.
See, great work. It runs in the family.
Just
Good
you.
at pushing my
Yeah,
buttons.
things do in our family, Max.
Right.
Well, that sounded like it was.
Wait, what was
Right,
going on there?
I realise other
You
people are
read
present
this
there.
one, and then Emily can read
Okay.
the next one.
Dear family of Max, so Max officially came out not terribly long ago. Did you write this? No. Sounds like a posh person. Were there times in his life at home where you just knew he was gay, regardless of when he had a girlfriend, lol? Yeah, all the time. No, to be fair, because I was like, I'm gay, like, what are the chances? But then you would be in like glitter and the leotards and the
Right, I
dancing
feel
and
like
the
too.
glitter. You had a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say, this sounds very
stereotypical.
Yeah, but I was a teenager.
This was last week.
It was the obsession with the Kardashians as well. I think when I say obsessions, I mean like it wasn't like, oh, Max enjoys it. We had
Yeah.
like full rows because someone would like over record the Kardashians or interrupt his Kardashian time. He would scream.
Kardashian.
Like he would scream. And bear in mind, like, even though Max makes out that we're from some kind of impoverished shithole, we had 2 living rooms. So he would be in his Kardashian living room.
When do I make out that we're from
time
an
in the podcast,
impoverished shit
I'm
hole?
from an impoverished shithole up north in the mines.
Not Deirdre Barlow.
Walking
But
up
yeah.
the gravel driveway.
We had the back living room, and that was Max's Kardashian and Glee living room.
No, the front one
The
was.
front one, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. And then
Get
you
it
would
right.
do your
You normally
splits
like it in
and it wasn't healthy, I don't think, to have that much of an obsession.
You've also told a story once about me doing like a dance in
Oh my,
primary
yeah,
school.
that was when that was actually on your trial shift podcast, which we need to talk about later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But he basically was in a dance gym and dance club,
Nice.
Love that.
and it was
So it was really cool. Like all the cool kids were in the gym
no,
and
it
dance.
wasn't.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't. And they did this show, and the show was held at my high school. So Max was in primary school, but it was at my high school.
Oh god.
And it was just a coincidence because they weren't even in the same town. And I was with my friends. We were like, oh, we'll go and watch the gym and dance show. And they were like, we've got some year 60s opening it. And my mum was like, oh, this is Max's thing. And I was like, fine, I'll watch it. And then literally, also, I think this is of the time. I don't think it'd be allowed now.
No, it definitely
It
wouldn't
would
be
not
allowed
It
now.
shouldn't be allowed now.
No.
If there's any schools out there doing Bollywood dances with all white children, please to stop. But it was a Bollywood dance routine, and the children were dressed ethnically inappropriately for their race, I think is the best way of phrasing that.
Yeah.
So all the
Cultural
girls,
appropriation wasn't really a thing back
was,
then.
well, it was a thing. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And all the girls were in saris and they were dancing to the classic Punjabi MC, you know, that one. To be fair, banger.
God.
And they were all in a circle and they were all dancing and they were all Bhangra dancing. And then suddenly when it goes do 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 and it picks up, they all drop to the ground and Max was in the middle like that in like a full blue glitter spandex number. And he started doing the like screwing the light bulb and pat the dog thing in the middle.
And it was at that point you
and
knew.
all the girls were around him. Then they lifted him up and he splits. And it was like and I was humiliated.
I knew you shouldn't have been allowed to come here.
That's fantastic.
Oh my god.
So I had an inkling he was gay at that point.
Oh my god.
When they
did it well.
when they cupped his little gusset and raised him into the air, that's when I thought maybe as a homosexual.
I don't want to do this podcast
And then it was also the
anymore.
obsession with Glee.
Yeah.
But again, these weren't interests; these were obsessions.
Yeah.
Die Hard
Like
fan.
Sue Sylvester, you had some deep feelings about Sue Sylvester.
Yeah.
Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What's the next part of the question?
The next one is for Family of George. Dear Family of George, George claims to be quite straight, but his online presence suggests otherwise. Have there ever been times in his life at home when you thought he might be gay or queer in any way, other than the fact he's never had a girlfriend? Lots of love, Lord Fartwad.
I don't know who Lord Fartwad is, but I feel like they're instigating. We
feel
kind of
like,
already answered
we
that.
did
though,
that.
before.
We did before.
Good. No, I think you just haven't found the one yet, Gio, you know? And that's okay.
Yeah,
But
do
you
you know what? It's okay to
so
be
what
you.
if he was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
Fartwad.
What are you trying to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Sort your name out.
Yeah, Lord Fartwad. Well, brilliant. I now feel really great about myself. Yeah.
In that outfit.
Honestly, I do remember, and I remember missing out the detail that I was going to be lifted up in the splits.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be a surprise for my
Shock
family.
factor. Yeah.
My dad cried.
Tears of joy.
Great times. Great times. Right, okay, we've had another dilemma.
What happened to you? Because we had Joe and Casper in the other day, and you tried to put you in a handstand.
Oh, Max
and
can't
the
move.
whole time he was
honestly,
screaming.
He can't even sit in his with his legs crossed.
I
We're
can
very
sit with my legs crossed,
can't.
just
We're
not
a very
very well.
immobile,
Yeah,
immobile
no,
family.
genuinely. So I did like full-on gymnastics, like competitively. I won medals. Like I did like competitions.
Get it?
You get it? Yeah, exactly. And I could do like backflips, front flips, like
Wowza.
handsprings, everything, like drop into the splits. And then all of a sudden, when I went to high school, like a year into high school, I quit because I was like, it's not cool to do gymnastics anymore, weirdly.
and then joined gym and dance.
No. I just quitted altogether and then stopped doing everything. But I was literally built, like I was so strong, like had a six pack, and then it all just went away. And now I can't even like bend over. I can't touch my toes. I can't do anything. So
Can't
sad
even
times. So
bend
stay in gym class,
Don't
kids.
say it,
Yeah.
Emily. That's
Yeah.
To be
disgusting.
fair, the like men who have done like once they grow into men, they are fucking built. Like you've got to be ripped. to
Yeah,
be
I used to
gymnast.
like uphold people. I can't even lift myself up now.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
often
be
ask me if
spinning
I'm a
grandma
gymnast.
around on tables.
Shut the
and
fuck
stuff.
up, George. Right.
Oh, this is exciting. They've come to your show.
Oh.
It says, hello. You probably won't remember because Max was ... very drunk.
Oh, wow.
But I had a dilemma at your live show in London in summer about my boyfriend refusing to see me at the start of uni, even though we went to the same one. Well,
I remember
update.
that.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember?
Do you remember the other stories that were?
Oh, that was wild.
There's one girls
the
we
car.
bring up regularly in my home.
The wiggly worm. Yeah, I didn't like that.
dirty
Didn't like
cow.
that.
Sorry, I
It
know
was
we're not meant
iconic
to
though.
judge.
No,
This
it was
is a
iconic.
judgeless space,
Yeah,
but
it was
No.
iconic, but it was awful.
dirty bitch.
You know who you are.
He did let me see him, but it wasn't enough. Max predicted we wouldn't make it till Christmas, and he was right.
Oh, no. What?
I remember
Cheering.
this.
Yeah, why are you cheering?
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah.
She's got it
She said Max was right, and I
She's
just
like,
accepted
"Exactly."
it.
She said he broke up with me at the start of December. Sobs, cries, weeps.
Oh.
Anyway, my dilemma is
Anyway.
You.
I now have to attempt to flirt with people on dating apps, and I'm 5 years out of practice. Any tips? Love. Should I say her name?
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Right, okay.
Shout out Charlotte.
Firstly,
Nice
I
one,
want to
Shaz.
say you two were both at our live show, which was
Yeah.
brilliant. And the
It
tour
was.
is in May, so buy tickets, everybody. If there's
Yeah.
any left, get
Maybe
them.
To
some.
2,
Yeah.
aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Bristol and London.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
You're
I've
coming
not
to
committed
London.
to any.
I shan't be there.
I'm off to New Zealand again.
But yeah, I remember this because the girl was like, what do I do? My boyfriend won't
was
let me come to
awful.
see him at uni.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, he's going to break up with you. I was like, he's obviously going to break up
Oh, I
with
do
you.
remember
They were
that.
in the
No.
same
Yeah, same.
uni, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't even.
No,
go
they
that
weren't in
way.
the same uni.
I thought
No,
they
I think they
were.
were.
Really?
Refusing to see me even though we went to the same one. Yeah.
Wait.
You gotta listen.
You flinched them.
Yeah, I did. I thought you were just going to hit me.
A little bit. When
I
have
actually thought you, I don't
hit
know.
you? Not recently.
Not recently.
Whenever he
But yeah, I remember it, and I was like, oh, so I was
Yeah.
right. So rule for just going forward, Max is usually right.
Max is
everyone.
right.
I know.
But what advice would we give? I mean, as we've established, George
I
can
was going
give
to
none.
say.
Thanks, guys.
Bless.
Well, I've married my person I met online. You've bought a house with your person you met online. So actually,
Big
we're
up.
success stories.
Right.
when did
Yeah.
you meet Josh? Did you meet
At school.
Oh, at school.
Charlotte Sweethearts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you were at school as well.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Well, she's the teacher.
That was checking. I knew that.
He is my student. No. He's
Not
actually the
watched
older
that
one,
film
isn't
now.
he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are success stories
We are
of dating
success
apps.
stories.
I love
I
that.
think, what did you meet Becky on?
Tinder before it was a filthy sex app.
Right, okay.
It was when it first started. It was like the first of its kind.
With
Yeah.
you.
It was like after Plenty of Fish was
Right,
like,
okay.
it was the
It's
first,
app,
when it made it
actual app.
acceptable rather than being 40-year-old lonely people.
Okay,
Also,
yeah,
on
yeah. Like
computers.
George.
Plenty of fish
Fish.
being a name for a dating app is a
Yeah.
horrible
Yeah, it
choice.
is.
Or
isn't it?
Christian Mingle, I personally like.
Oh, I signed my
That's
friend
fun.
up to Christian Mingle.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, not a lot of success.
She has a
on there.
friend who's like a strong Christian, and she
Yeah.
was like, I feel like you keep
But it was
going
either
wrong
that
in
or just
dating
people
life
called Christian.
because you're not finding someone who like aligns. So then she went on Christian, but wasn't it full of like,
Absolute freaks.
yeah,
Naughty Christian.
Yeah.
Oh.
as they should, as they
But
should.
yeah, I met Becky on Tinder
I love
way
that.
back when I first moved to London.
And I think my advice for dating apps is meet them in person as soon as possible.
I was gonna say the
because there's
exact
only
opposite.
so much. Really?
Really?
Never meet
Really?
them.
I was going to say at least like give it a few bits of chat 'cause what you don't
Yeah,
want
a
to do
few
it.
bits of chat, but like you need, obviously establish that you actually want to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just be like, match, where are we going?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Don't
no.
do that.
But like, I would find it difficult if I spoke to someone for like longer than a week.
We
If
used-
I liked them, I'd be like, oh,
You said of Andrew that you almost stopped speaking to him.
yeah. Well, because me and
Is
Andrew.
that when he sent you that squealy pig message?
Yes, it was actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had
Wow.
we had an issue where it was lockdown and I was up home in North. Why did I say
In
it
our
like that?
squalid cesspool of a hometown.
Up home in North.
Poor you.
in the fields of pig shit that we were raised in, and he was in London, so we couldn't actually meet for like a month. So we had to speak, and I so many times just nearly stopped speaking to him because I was
But you
getting bored of
didn't,
him.
and then you kept talking to him, and that cemented the,
Yeah.
True.
the things. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I
The
think.
love.
Yeah,
Because
true,
I
true.
think I think sometimes with internet dating, it's so instantaneous and it's become a bit of a disposable culture of being like, this person's not perfect. This because my friends that are single are so picky,
Yeah.
and are the ones that are single now who are chronically single in their 30s because they're waiting for this perfect person to come along,
Yeah.
and that perfect person doesn't always exist.
No.
Oh.
And I think if you speak to them a little bit
Thanks for watching,
online,
Becky.
you were perfect to me. But it's just I think you've got to like have it. I think I was talking to Becky for a few weeks, stopped, and then we spoke for a while, and then I think we met after like a month of speaking to each other, like on messaging back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
But
that is nice.
Becky's a bitch though, so you clearly made the wrong decision. Joking,
Yeah.
Becky, love you.
Because now you can like put your voice on, can't you?
Yeah,
I
they're
think
very advanced
they're
now.
Really, they're weird.
You think that's
Yeah.
weird? Would you
Yeah,
like? No,
I wouldn't
no,
do
you
that.
wouldn't do
No.
that.
Oh,
But then
I
what
think
if their
when people
voice
do it,
just
it's a bit
isn't
of an ick.
nice?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people's aren't. I see them
Yeah.
on TikTok of people being like, "You will want to date me, and if you don't, grow up." And
Yeah.
it's
Also,
like,
the
no,
one,
it's-
the
it's
one I
cringe,
think
isn't it?
like never really goes well is like my friend's opinion of me, and then it's like it's a voice prompt, and it's always like you can hit like it sounds bad to be like, oh, that's an ick, but you can hear them all like giggling in the background. It's
Yeah.
just not that funny.
No.
And you're like,
Yeah.
So you don't want them to have friends.
preferably, I like them
think
to be
George
similar.
Just
Be
very
alone.
controlling.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know,
no.
I just
A lot of people don't like the Bristolian accent either, do they?
No, that's
Which
why I-
really is offensive
Can you
to us.
tell
you
Emily?
sound
sorry,
Bristolian.
What the fuck?
I think you
two
sound
don't
a-
have any kind of
No.
Bristolian
Really?
accent.
Every now and again he does. I think you ever so slightly do more than
Yeah.
him, but I wouldn't say it's strong.
Because when I came to your podcast
Yeah.
launch thingy, everyone was like, you sound like you have tractors. And I was like,
What?
not
I
that there's
don't
anything
think
wrong
so.
with the
I
Bristolian
know
accent.
Bristolians are a proper like, right,
But-
my lover.
Yeah,
right,
she-
come
she
on,
was
man.
really
I
in
don't think
Bristol.
it's that strong.
Yeah, I lived in Bristol
Yeah.
for 3 years, and I wouldn't say.
Look at us all. We all have roots in Bristol.
we?
Look at
Yeah,
us.
you sound
But
like
no.
Clifton, Bristol.
Do
people.
I?
Ah, that's right, baby.
You are.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, no.
The other voice prompt, the one that I found funny is, it doesn't matter what the prompt is, but like they just say like, oh, this is something to just listen to while you scroll my profile, and they just put on like Marvin Gaye. You just scroll.
Right, that's good.
That's funny.
good. Thing
But
is,
it's
you
very
have to-
overdone now. It's not
Like
like
it,
an
yeah.
original
Yeah.
thing.
There's so much like out there now that you either just have to be a really attractive and like naturally funny person, or
It
you have
doesn't
to
really
come up
work.
with something new.
Mm.
Does it not? I in my experience it does, but I think maybe you're missing one of those things. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's you just have to put yourself out there in a way that is a bit awkward or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
And
think I
also
find it
just
hard.
take a chance on people, because some people look shit in photos as well.
Yeah, gorgeous
If oh my god, so Becky, Ellie's wife.
Oh my god,
I did.
older pictures.
I did a best man. Yeah, best man.
Yeah, you were
speech.
a best man.
I was Ellie's best man at a wedding.
I don't
and
have
I
any
did a
male
speech.
friends.
And thank you. And I loved it because it was basically just an opportunity to like take
Yeah.
the absolute piss.
Yeah.
And I got awful pictures up of like Ellie from when she was younger, but there was so much content of Ellie's wife. Like she's from New Zealand, and
Yeah.
it's so bizarre.
New Zealand fashion-wise, 10 years behind the UK. So not the 20-year gap where it's like, oh, that's cool now, but
Yeah.
just like if
Bit
someone
too
was
far.
wearing like a belt round a long jumper of a bootcut jeans
Yeah.
vibe, that's like New Zealand.
With you.
But also
Yeah.
she had horrifically short hair. So luckily she didn't put any of those photos on
Yeah.
Tinder, else
By the
and
time
she
she
knows
moved
I
to
would
London,
not have been swiping.
yeah. By the time she moved to London, she
Her
looked
hair
like
had
a
grown.
normal person. Her hair had grown, everything. But literally, there's pictures of her where she looks like she's dressing up as Kris Jenner and like trying to be like a businesswoman. It's brilliant.
She showed me a
content.
picture of a family, and I assumed that she was her mum in the 80s. So it was like a group, and I was just like, that's really cool
Your
quality
mum
for
was
someone in the
nice,
80s.
yeah.
And she was like, that was last Christmas. Like, it's a whole thing over there, yeah. But,
Great times.
so yeah, you got to give her a chance. 'Cause
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
Look,
Look
where
at
you
us,
are.
look where I am.
You've got a
Love
dog.
it.
You've got a house.
got a house.
Don't call
Yeah.
Becky that.
I'm a kept, I'm aspiring to be a kept woman, so you know.
Yeah.
Things will
I
come
believe
around.
in you, Ellie. I believe in you.
Gorgeous.
You're getting married, sister.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yeah.
but not
Congratulations, recently
Thank you.
engaged.
Yeah.
Very exciting. How did the engagement happen?
When we were
Did I ask
in
that weirdly? How did he
No, I loved
propose?
it.
Why can't you
While
can't
we were in
speak?
St Ives, wasn't it?
You
Oh, I
sound
love
like I
St.
was
Ives.
Yeah, but I called you and then you're on
Yeah.
the tube, but yeah.
Yes, I was.
But no, we were away for our anniversary, and it was just very cute vibes.
Wait, I
and-
got Bristol
Anniversary.
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I've been trying to
It's
talk
happening
it in.
now. It's happening now.
And we went to this little. I'm trying to be really posh. Like a pod type thing,
Yeah, they did
where they
snog Mary
usually
Void. It was quite cute.
like couples massages, but they've
Oh,
made
okay.
it into like where you can have dinner type thing.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, yeah.
And then as we walked up, there was like all of me playing.
Oh,
That's nice.
And petals, and then I was having a picture and turned around and he was just on his knee.
Oh,
that's
gorgeous
Had to tie
times.
his shoe up, bless him.
Yeah.
that's
And
so
that was that.
cute.
Yeah, 9 years
But you thought it was going to be
next year.
Yeah, because they
Oh,
booked
10 year.
holidays for
Right.
like.
Oh, in
I was-
Rome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It
that's
was
kind of
like
good
a-
then that it caught you
Yeah.
off guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did it on purpose, so I was
Ah.
shocked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting married, engaged. now.
Engaged, I
You get
thought
to
that age.
when you hit your like mid-20s, that's when it starts. Like I had 2 years ago, it was the year before COVID, I had 9 weddings in a year.
Oh, that is a
Nine.
lot.
Fuck
So
that.
I don't have a lot of
dresses.
friends.
Yeah, you don't.
So,
you really don't.
you know, I've got more than you.
I wasn't
Yeah.
invited to any of them.
Just kept showing up.
Yeah.
They're so fun.
If you and Andrew were to get married, which one of you would propose, do you think?
Well, I have said that I want to, and he said that he
That.
wants to.
Oh.
And it's kind of this thing of like, I would like definitely objectively do a better proposal just because I have more money. Whereas me, like,
Oh, money's everything, is it?
no, but I would
No.
just like be able to do.
I
a
feel
better
like Andrew would be really sentimental about
one.
it.
He would.
Nice.
I think we
Well,
both
he's have
would.
to be. Have you seen his bank account?
The thing is, I don't mind as much of like, you know, if he proposed to me, I don't mind as much. Whereas like,
That's so funny. If he proposed, I wouldn't mind.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't
I
be
feel
like,
like if you proposed to Andrew and it wasn't on the scale that Andrew expects, because his friends and family are quite extra in that department, I think. So I feel like if you
yeah.
proposed into a half-assed job, he'd be like, thanks, but no thanks.
I'm not
No.
posting this anywhere.
I think,
Yeah.
I think he would just feel emasculated by me proposing to him. I think that
Okay.
because every time I ask him, I'm like, why do you not want it? He's like, I just don't want you to. I want to do it, and I was like, well, I want to do it. So now what? So I feel like,
I'm the man.
yeah, but not really. Have you met him? Yeah, he's not really
Yeah.
like a man. But I feel like, well, he is. You know,
He's a boy.
yeah. But a lot of gay couples, it happens where they like don't like plan it with each other and they accidentally propose at
Yeah.
the
Same
same time.
I've
yeah.
seen that.
And I feel like that could genuinely
Yeah.
happen. I feel like we'll get to a point where we're like, oh, this is like around the time where it should happen, and then we'll both accidentally
Yeah.
plan it to be
yeah,
the
and
same
you both
time.
just bend
I
at
think
the
it's
same
What
time.
if
That's
you?
really weird.
Oh my god.
What if you're planning on doing it at like some point in the night? You're like, oh, at this point will be the best point to do it, and then he does it earlier than you.
That's so annoying.
Would you be pissed off? Would
Yeah.
you be like, you'd be like, well,
Yeah.
later would have been so much better.
I'd be like, put it
Yeah.
back in your pocket.
100%.
I think it's hard as well with gay couples because some gay couples are more stereotypical where you feel like it's more obvious which one would, because
Yeah.
someone might take a more whether it's like lesbians or gay men, like some people might take a more feminine approach, be like, oh, I'm the one to be proposed to.
Yeah. Like some people
Whereas,
want
like-
that, whereas I don't necessarily want to be proposed to. I always envision
Yeah.
that I would propose
Be
to
the one
someone.
to do it.
Yeah, and I always get weirdly offended, like if people have an opinion on which one of me and Becky proposed.
Ah,
But if they're
right,
like,
okay.
oh, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean, Cheryl?
Who did propose? You proposed
It was
to
me,
Becky?
but it was because she always wanted to get married and I didn't.
Right, okay.
So she
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, when we said, okay, when I was like, fine, I'll marry you. It was like, okay, she was like, you have to be the one to propose because so I know that it's real.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, that's cute.
And I was
Beautiful.
like,
Honestly though, family
Fine.
wedding, I can't even tell you, like,
Is it
so
fun?
much
We
fun.
had a
Literally,
Aw.
like the
time.
best time ever.
Oh,
Because
it
it's
gets me
funny, a lot of
excited.
people have
Yeah.
told me it's the best wedding they've ever been to. And I
it
know
is
people
so
say that, but
good.
it was
Mine
pretty
will be amazing. I
I'm
can't
just gonna
wait.
get
Oh, Max's would be unbearable.
Arthur to sing.
Arthur is
Arthur
going to
Hill's
sing.
come and
Really?
sing,
Yeah.
That's such a good
I
idea.
know.
Oh my god, which
He's there
song?
going,
That
that
was
was
actually-
my idea.
That was actually his suggestion, wasn't it?
that's
I think,
such
I
a
think
good
it was
idea.
I think it was Josh was like,
Oh, did Josh
Yeah.
ask?
no, at the live show. I think Josh got quite drunk and was
At the after
telling
party.
like Katie
He was
and
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, my manager.
That he was going to propose to
Yeah,
you.
because
Yeah.
I knew
'Cause
that
was in
I knew that he was
May.
going to propose to you
Yeah,
before
before
you
I
did.
did.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Like, every like weekly call I had with my management, like Katie was like,
They kept being like,
they done it yet?
oh,
Um,
that's cute.
but
Imagine if you didn't.
no, and then
I said
then
no.
I think
That's
he
so
spoke
cute,
to Arthur,
though.
and then he was like, "Well, we love your music." I was like, I think it was like a sort of slight hinting, and then Arthur sort of slight picking up on it, and then like sort of weaving into just sort of like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Would you do a
Fun.
speech?
I don't know if you want me to do a speech. Would
I'd
you?
love that. Yeah.
If you do, then
Get
I-
involved.
That's
I'm
the thing.
there.
The
So
one
much
thing I would
speech.
say is don't be afraid of breaking traditions, because there's some
Yeah.
traditions that you force that don't match.
I actually want to get married outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, actually just lined
Just
up
right
outside.
there, actually.
Yeah, it's like a little bit which is set up outside with the view.
Oh,
It's
you
a-
were
Gorgeous
supposed to,
times.
and then it rained.
Yeah,
weren't
this
you?
is the thing.
No.
Were you not?
No, Max.
I thought you were supposed to get married outside.
In
Are
May.
you joking?
Oh,
me?
that was.
There was a whole
that
ass
was-
venue like upstairs. It was.
Who was then? I don't know. I must have been to another wedding.
Oh, you went to
Wasn't as good as
Andrew's
yours, girl.
something's wedding where they had all the Greek money all over
Yes.
them.
Yeah, I wish I'd known
That was
about
also
that
supposed to be
tradition
indoors.
before.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I would have
honestly.
pretended to be Greek just.
Well,
when
yeah.
they
So
pinned on
me and
me.
Andrew were like, because
Oppa!
Andrew's not religious at all, but he's half Greek Cypriot.
Oh,
So
okay.
he like is very much like he loves the Greek culture, and there's this thing called the money dance where they like put
that's so
shitloads
cool.
of money
You like
all
pin
over
it
my
onto
body.
your clothes.
And I'm like, I'll do that tradition.
Yeah. I don't
too
know why I
right.
envisioned you being naked. But not on you.
in,
When
yeah.
you said
Then
like,
he looks at me, he's like, this is so weird. Half of that story.
Like, ow!
yeah, I was like pinning it on. Ooh.
We did
That
say it
would
might be a
hurt.
bit different with our family because they're a bit tighter, so they might like to throw
Pound
coins at
coins.
you.
Yeah.
Than
Oh,
and
defo.
pin
1000%.
Treat like a
There's no
water
chance.
fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like some 20p.
Right, well, guys, I feel like we've had a brilliant time.
I
Had
know.
a great
Are there any more
time.
stories that you thought of that you wanted to share or anything?
I have so many horrific ones of you, but
Yeah.
I just feel that they can't always be.
Yeah, they don't all need
The
to exist on the
ads.
internet. To be honest with you,
I mean,
that's
they
my
can do.
opinion on
Follow
that.
my TikTok for more.
Yeah, follow Ellie's TikTok.
I'll do a series on horrific things about Max.
What's your TikTok? Ellie, is it Ellie Balegde? Ellie_Balegde.
It's Ellie Balegde, yeah. Because
I
it's
love
down
it.
as the
Give her a
better
follow,
Balegde.
guys. Yeah, she thinks she's
Nice.
better
I am the
Balegde.
better
Right.
Balegde.
Yeah.
I've
She
just
tried.
not been
I
given a
forced
chance
her.
yet.
I forced her to
Now's
start
your
making
time.
TikToks like 2 years ago, and then you did it for like a week, and then you stopped.
It's hard. I don't have enough going on in my life. This
Yeah,
is the issue.
yeah, to
Or
document.
like,
Oh, bless.
I don't have the energy
No.
to be like, I'm going to make a video. And I know it's
Yeah.
only 10 seconds, but then
It's
I'm
still
a
a
busy
lot.
gal.
Yeah.
I'm a busy gal.
Do you have a
Wait, you're a
That's
busy
it.
gal, but you don't have a lot going on in your life.
I'm busy doing the things that are important to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of true that like a lot of the things that you will like just video now are opportunities that you've got
Oh,
because
definitely.
you've made videos. So it's like
Exactly. Yeah.
My
Starting
normal
off
life,
like
I don't
this.
do like literally anything. I
Yeah.
just sit in the
No.
house with Andrew. Like,
No.
yeah,
Hmm.
very true. Wait, one story before we finish. I don't even think I've ever told George this. So before we did the Useless Hotline,
Oh, is this the podcast thing I was going to
Yeah.
say before? Yeah. 'cause
so
I've
I was
done this
supposed
before,
to.
Emily, I've done this before.
But do you remember when we went to that big company that we won't
Yeah.
name, and we did like this like trial run thing, and it was really weird and like
Yeah.
misjointed and bizarre.
Well, we did a fucking weirder one.
I did
before
one with
that.
Ellie.
I remember you said you did a pilot
was-
before
Yes,
that.
I did
Oh,
a
it was
pilot.
weird.
So
Yeah.
before I'd like fully come up with like, I had the name, the Useless Hotline, and I knew that I wanted the podcast to be like somewhat like this. But we didn't really know what we were doing, and they made this company were like, you should do a pilot, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, who
And
do
they
I do
weren't
it
sure
with?
whether you should have had a
You said, "I'm with
co-host or
Andrew,
Yeah.
not a
I can't do a
co-host.
pilot."
like,
Yeah, so I did it with you, and it was the most awkward thing. Well, it wasn't
It wasn't
awkward.
awkward. It was insane.
was
'Cause obviously,
weird.
I knew that this was like
Oh my
important for
God.
Max's career, and he wanted
Yeah.
to do a podcast. So I was
Yeah.
like, I have to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And when I say he did the weirdest shit, and
Well,
I
no,
just had to smile
we
through
need
We
it.
did a similar thing when we did because you started then just like going on tangents, like
lied.
trying to just
Well,
like
because you for context, when I brought
was
the
a
idea
different
to
thing.
them,
It
they
wasn't gonna
told
be real,
me
was
that I
it?
should not be myself. They told me.
I can understand. I can understand that. Makes sense.
They
Bring that
wanted-
back.
Change yourself.
They wanted me to do a scripted podcast that was like a Keith
Like a
Lemon sort
character.
of thing, where like
Sounds
it's
like
Max
audio, but
Balegde, but I'm
but
like doing a
character.
character.
Yeah, like doing a
Yeah.
bit
So
constantly.
Yeah.
they'd kind of like told me to go down these like chaotic routes of like making up bullshit stories and just being ridiculous. So I did one by myself that none of you saw. That was the most worst moment of my literal life. Like,
Yeah, you rang me. You cried like a little bitch.
yes, I was
You
in a
rang me
room.
crying.
Oh my god, I was in a studio by myself with like my old manager there and this woman who was recording me, and they both were looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Max is
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
I
was
wrote that right.
making up lies. They wanted me to like be this person. So
But then they said you had to remember all the lies and write them down and create a character for yourself.
And like,
Yeah.
oh, and it was
that's
like that
not
I had like
fun.
7 degrees, like all this weird shit
It
that
was
just
bizarre,
made no
yeah.
sense. It was so weird. So then I got my sister to come in and do
But
it.
there was a lot of pressure on me
Oh.
because, like I said, you'd cried like a bitch the last
Yeah.
one. Then you ran me up and you were like, "I've got another chance. Like,
Ellie,
I want to
save
do it
me."
my
Yeah,
way a
literally.
little bit. Like, but you've got to come in and like." So I was like, "Shit." My mum ran me and was like, "You know, this is really important,
This is a
Ellie. You
big-
can't.
yeah.
Like, you've got to just do what he says." And then I went, and the stories and thing, I was just abused basically. in
Ellie
front
was
of a room
saying-
full of
Smile.
people.
No,
There was
Ellie-
like 5 people in front of us. There was 2 people from your old management. There was sound people. There was the lady with the computer. There was
Yeah.
those 2 other people
That's a
doing
lot of
so
pressure, isn't it?
Oh,
in
That
a
in
many.
tiny,
tiny
room.
room.
I was sweating like a bitch as well. They had like the massive lights and it was boiling.
Oh, it was so weird. And I, for some reason, so Ellie would say stuff like, because we both used to work in a chip shop.
Oh my God,
and
the fucking
and then
chippy
I,
bit.
for whatever reason, was like, yeah, so there was this one really unfortunate time where Ellie fell into the burning oil and deep
No,
fried
you
her
said
vagina.
my labia fell into the burning oil specifically.
casually.
Yeah, and then you
Just
said you made up a disease called fat upper pussy disease.
Yes, I did.
Like FUPD, you kept calling it. And then Max would be
Shout
like,
out.
Ellie suffers from FUPD. So I was like, I
do.
do. Yeah. So I was like going
Normally talk about it.
thinking of all these horrific incidents where my quote fat upper pussy disease could
got
get
in the
me
way.
into like bad
Yeah.
situations. So, but I was just sat there in front of this group being like, yeah, like I mean, I can't
pussy
leave
is
the
fat.
house. I can't.
It was like, it's really impacting my day tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
and you were just like, the scenarios you were giving were horrific, and I was just sat there
so
getting
funny.
absolutely
yeah.
abused.
So,
like-
guys, the useless hotline could have been something very
different.
the
different.
thing is, somewhere there is a recording of that because I
Oh
remember
my
listening to
gosh.
it in Greece
And nobody
when they
should
sent it
ever,
through.
ever
Oh, I
see
think
it.
they absolutely should. Follow me on TikTok and I'll do it.
Share that.
Oh my god.
No, it was
So
bad, but
funny.
yeah, I just really went with it and got absolutely
Yeah.
destroyed in front of a room full of professionals.
And
Yeah,
then you came in.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Yeah.
then George also actually suffers from FUPD.
Yeah.
I think it was
bless.
disorder, not disease.
Yeah,
Actually.
fat upper pussy disorder it was.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's a
yeah.
nightmare.
Right, well.
Gets us
On
all.
that note,
Yeah.
On that bond.
that was
Shut
me and
that
my
off our chest.
FUPD. I've got to go.
Well, I mean, George, our sisters came down to the Useless Hotline.
They
Did you
sure
enjoy
did.
it?
Very
I had a
lovely.
great time.
I
had
had
a
a
Good
great
fun.
time.
It was lovely. Thank you both so
Great.
much for coming.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. We love you
Thank
both
you.
very much.
I feel like we
Aw.
are like our counterparts a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're both like
Mitch.
like the same, but from a parallel universe.
Yeah.
Except we're very no, it's not
No.
actually. Nah. We're just two different sets of siblings, really, aren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
It's like you being
I
like
don't know why I
linked
tried
each
to make
other or
it all like
something.
Marvel. I don't know. But yeah,
When-
thank you both for coming.
When the episode ends, can you edit it so the song of "We Love Each Other"? Edit it out.
That's a really good idea. That's
so
a
I
really
can
good
listen to
idea.
it.
Yeah, I think that everybody deserves to listen to
Yeah.
it.
And
one
then for
more
Christmas,
time.
as your present, I'm gonna write you a song.
Oh my
Oh,
Christ, I don't want that
lovely.
actually. Thank
I
you.
wrote him a poem for
Gets in the
Oh my
way.
gosh. Well, right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, George, tell them what they can do.
I thought you were going to try and go for
No,
it.
I wasn't. I was, and then I realised I can't say that.
If you enjoyed this episode and you're watching, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, ring our notification bell so you're notified every time that we upload. If you are listening, give us a 5-star rating, download us so you can listen to us on the go. And Max, what should they do to send in a dilemma?
If you would like to send in a dilemma, please do so via the email, theuselesshotlinepodcast@gmail.com. And if you would like to send in a voice note, please do that as well. We haven't had as many of those sent in lately since we switched over to email, but send them in, baby. Get our clothing line at theuselesshotline.com. Get
How many
our
Still
plugs are
time
we
for
doing
Christmas
here?
presents.
so many plugs.
Yeah,
Yeah, just get
you-
everything, guys. And
mug.
love you lots.
If you're living in the Chepstow area, then you want
Baby classes.
Oh, yeah.
just music with mummy now.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
But not
Indeed.
just mums have to come. Can be for all.
Mums or others.
Oh,
music
right
with
then.
music with
With everyone.
guardians.
What's it called?
Music with mummy.
Music
Music
with
with
mummy. In the what area?
Chepstow.
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 Big up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look
my
out, guys.
actual business dealings I can't raise on this.
No. Ellie's just been made redundant, bless her.
Set up a consultancy firm. It's doing really well. Actually.
Yeah, well done, Ellie. Well done. And
Just
follow
follow
her
me on TikTok so I can,
so
I
she
can
can
quit my
quit
job.
everything.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just follow Max around and slate him to shit. If that's what the people want,
Great
I will
times.
deliver.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait. Well,
Woo.
thank you very much, guys, and
Thank
stay
you.
useless, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
3 ways.
Yeah.
We
love each other. Chubba, chubba, chubba. We love each other.
Ooh, 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 ooh.